I'm gonna literally say thank y'all for coming out right now. Thank y'all for coming out. So Game Pass was for the poor people. Game Pass was for the bum gamers, and Game Pass wouldn't be substantial and all these things. So if Game Pass was all these negative things and it raised itself $3 more, what does that make Game Pass?
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, I go by the name The New Legal. I got Crazy Lou Gaming, Spark 117, and tonight, people, I got a special guest, an ultimate gamer, a guy that puts in work in these gaming streets, a guy that has nothing but my respect, a guy who literally built his foundation upon gaming. This guy is a great broadcast gamer. His channel on Twitch, marvelous, gets magnificent views, has his own community strictly built off of gaming. Let me make that word stand out again. Gaming. So tonight, I just can't wait to hear what he has to say about a $3 increase. A $3 increase for something that wouldn't even affect him because he's literally already has it. And I'm pretty sure he has it on auto pay. I'm pretty sure he keeps up with it yearly for everything that he does. So for it to be a $3 thing for a new subscriber, he's the last thing saying anything because it literally doesn't affect him. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by the name of Lep Slayer. Welcome to Di-RRec Gaming tonight, sir. It's good to have you.
Good to be here. You know, I actually don't think I have it on auto pay, but I think I've stacked it for a couple years at this point. It's like they give it to you with all access, and that's how I got my Xbox One X and my Series X. So that is awesome.
I want to give a shout out to Techno's Gaming real quick. V Records in the building, but you are absolutely correct. Those that have been using Game Pass have stacked. I know I did. The $1, we call it the $1 glitch when it's really not a $1 glitch because Phil kind of stamped it. But that was a gift to us, right? It was a gift to us because we knew it was a mess up. But they honored it. And we're talking about since 2018, people. 2018, they've had this program set in stone to whenever you needed to upgrade your Game Pass subscription, you can go up for 3 years at that price. So we're talking about, what are we talking about, y'all? What? When I first did it, what was it? About $10? Because regular Game Pass was what, four? Yeah, it was like $5 or something. Then it went to like $9 to $12, and then from 12 to 16 to 16 to 19, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm talking about Ultimate. So we've always been able to stack it. And so now, you know, with the increase, and we'll talk about that. I mean, I'll happily play 30 plus taxes. Well, we talked about this a while back. I mean, I'm talking about maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, we talked about this. And this is, I think I guess I don't know if I'm being way off with that, but if anybody remembers when Ubisoft Plus and Microsoft were in talks, it was around that time. And we was like, man, look, if they end up putting Ubisoft Plus on Game Pass, right? on top of EA Plus, right? And all the other and all the first party games that we get. We were all having discussions on Di-RRec Gaming about Game Pass not being where it was at. If at that time I think it was close to $12.99, whatever it was for Ultimate at the time. A lot of us were saying, man, you know, we don't know how Ubisoft's gonna make its money. If they get Ubisoft is kind of stern. You know, they were like, Ubisoft isn't gonna break its original sales. So we were thinking, well, maybe worst come to worst, they add $10 to this thing, right? I said, yeah, but for it to look good for me, for it to look good, period, with all of that, I would have it at $20. That's what I said then. $20. Look, $20. Some of them said, hey, I would even buy it at $24.99. And some even went to go as far as $30. Just like V Records. If you get everything, I'm talking about everything. That's everything. I stuck with 20 because I just felt like 20 at the time. You just can't go wrong with that. When you're at 20, you know, that's a pretty good reasonable price for a subscription that's going to give you over 400 games, people. You literally can't find that nowhere else. I mean, we're talking about on top of first party games day one. Okay, so Game Pass increases $3 by $3, right? It's because Tech's gonna come in and have some fun tonight. But look, hey, we shadow drop tonight, Let's Slayer. So don't worry, man. It's a shadow drop show. Don't even worry about it. Thanks to all the viewers out here, y'all. For everybody that's gonna be mad at us because we didn't tell y'all we were having a show. Y'all are gonna get in here, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. But for Game Pass to go up $3, nobody's defending a price hike. Let's just be clear with that. Tonight, people, is the night. If you're into the silly stuff, this is not your show tonight. We're here to talk like we have some sense. We're here in honor of a real gamer. I know you guys are not used to seeing a real gamer. You guys have no clue what a real gamer looks like and does. So I had to put a real gamer on tonight. And so nobody here is going to, you know, parade for $3 increase. We get it. But I'm not going to sit here and act like tonight, like we didn't know this was going to happen. I've laid out the reports. You could go on my Twitter feed. I showed the articles that were already telling us that Game Pass might go up this year. Now, why would Game Pass go up this year? We already understood that Call of Duty, if it lands on Game Pass day one, was going to be a game changer, not just for Xbox, but for the service. It hasn't been a game on Game Pass with that much impact. Yes, we got Minecraft. We're not talking about the best-selling game. Yes, we got our service games. We got the Halos. We got the CFD. We got those. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a game that's literally undefeated. Almost, it's second to it's impactful second to Grand Theft Auto series, right? Grand Theft Auto, no matter what year it comes out, no matter what's going on, there's hardly any game that just competes with it. When it drops, everybody runs to it. Call of Duty has something special like that. And when it drops, almost everybody runs to it. There was a time where we as Xbox fans understood the importance of Call of Duty because we already had Halo. But Halo has lost some of its gloss, and we're trying to we want Microsoft to rebuild that gloss again because we have a great shooter like that. Halo used to be a place where everybody ran to. It's just lost a little bit of its clear coding. We're rooting for it to get that clear code back. But as far as Call of Duty had its days too. They were having a hard time. They didn't know what they were going to do with Call of Duty because it's always successful, and they didn't know how to keep outdoing it. So they were having their hardships. But here's Call of Duty coming back stronger than ever. And Microsoft had to make a decision with this game. First, It wouldn't have made no sense to keep it exclusive. Sony would have suffered heavily. Jim Ryan admitted that. Microsoft said, listen, there's fans of the game before we bought the acquisition. Honestly, we wouldn't make as much money if we kept it on just one platform. It needs to stay out there where we can maximize our money. Everybody that's a fan of this game doesn't get penalized because of this acquisition. And let's just keep it moving, right? It doesn't hurt a thing. Because here's my point before we get to this $3. For everybody out there that doesn't understand that Phil Spencer didn't lie when he talked about Game Pass not going up based off of the acquisition of Activision, and a year and a half ago, people. Let's just be clear about this. We got to stop acting stupid. There's a lot of things that can change in a year and a half. Okay? First of all, when he said that, Call of Duty wasn't coming day one on Game Pass. There was no Call of Duties on day one Game Pass. He was literally talking about those little Activision games. When you read that article, they put up a picture, right, everybody? And they have all these Activision games in that picture. Guess what game wasn't even in that picture? Their biggest one, right? The most exciting one, Call of Duty, nowhere in that picture, because everybody understood that if Call of Duty's not on Game Pass, there's no reason to hike it. There's no reason to change it. There's no reason to do anything. For the first time in a long time, Call of Duty is going back on Nintendo's platform. Microsoft is going to get an influx of new gamers on Game Pass. If not on Game Pass, just back on Call of Duty itself. So regardless if you get Game Pass or prefer to play it on your preferred platform, the majority of the money is still going to Microsoft. And guess whose servers they're using? I want to talk sense tonight, people. They've already given Ubisoft the Activision cloud, Lou. So they're not using the Activision cloud. Let's just get that straight, Spartan. Let's get that straight, Lair. They're not using that no more. They're using the mightier one called the Azure cloud. That belongs to Microsoft. So if Microsoft is going to use its server now to control all multiple platforms, and it hasn't been this way in years. Let's just be serious right now. Call of Duty is about to be on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, and Nintendo, and on all handheld devices and wherever else it can be. And you're gonna literally tell me that now that Nintendo fans by the millions are gonna be able to play it on their Switch, that there's no reason. The fact that Call of Duty is coming to Game Pass, to the Game Pass Ultimate crew, and they gotta make some money, so they're gonna sell the Vault Edition, the highest edition, for $30. Now let's just be clear here. You do understand when you get the Vault Edition, you're getting the early release date. So not only are you going to be playing it earlier than the release date, you're not paying over $100 just to get it. And people really think, right? People really think that when Microsoft finally came out and let everybody know that Call of Duty was coming on Game Pass day one, that there wasn't going to be no changes. Are you serious? You got people out here on Twitter. And like I told everybody, Twitter's not a real place, right? But you got these dummies on Twitter talking about, they try to compare what Sony did to what Microsoft did, right? Sony raised their PlayStation by 33% and gave you nothing. It stayed the same. There's no reason. Did you get day and day games? Did anything change for y'all? Nothing. You don't have this massive doom and gloom because we already understand why there isn't. Sony's got an influence on the donkey journalisms. So we understand that. Now, there's a reason. We got a reason why there's a $3 increase in Game Pass. Sony already gave you one reason. Let's just say one reason for a $1 increase is the economy. Everything's going up. So console membership goes up. Y'all blaming Game Pass for that? Your food prices going up. You blaming Game Pass for that?
No,
gas prices going up. Y'all blaming Game Pass for that?
No, they blame the Series S family. They blame the Series S.
I mean, everything is going up. So you gotta validate it some kind of way, right, Lair? If Call of Duty is coming on Game Pass, as big as this is about to be, right? People around the world, you're trying to sell service. Service is the new thing, not console. And I know it hurts people because if your console lacks the superiority of service worth, you're gonna hate on Game Pass because Game Pass is the gold standard for gaming services in the world right now. No other gaming services is doing not even close to what Game Pass is doing. It's the gold standard. So if something as big as an earthquake as Call of Duty coming day one on Game Pass, and you're trying to market your console, right? Because we know Xbox is putting out another console. We understand that Xbox sells the least consoles, right, in the world. It to attract your platform, because this is where I think people get Xbox messed up at. They attach Xbox only to console, y'all, and that's where they mess up. Xbox, yes, it is a console, but Xbox, as Xbox, when you talk about Xbox, it's a platform. Okay, so it being a Microsoft platform, it's not trapped inside of a console. I've been calling Xbox the ghost in the shell. It just needs to go somewhere. It'll go wherever it wants to go, whether it's in a tablet, whether it's on your monitor, whether it's a console, whether it's on your TV, whether it's on your look where it's at now. Now it's on a Fire Stick. Oh, look, y'all. Oh, it's on a Fire Stick. And just wait. It's going to get even better. It might come to Netflix soon. It might be on a service, right? It might be on a movie service program. Hey, just wait. And then it's going to be if you're one of these dummies that you just can't understand it because you're still got a VHS mindset, right? You're stuck on Betamax and you can't come out of the console, you're going to look stupid. Because yes, it does seem weird when the least selling console, the one that everybody thinks is in third place when it's really not. Xbox has always been in second place. Their revenue is second. Their profits are second. These are facts. Profit second, revenue second. Xbox is a solid second place console holder. So you wonder, how is it that they can be last in consoles but make more money than PlayStation? How is it that they can be last in consoles but make more revenue than Nintendo? Okay. All right. So Xbox isn't hurting. The 0.0001% on Twitter, they mean nothing. They can't. This one guy on my show represents gaming than all of them put together. This guy has a massive following, 65K on Twitter X, 5.9 on Twitch. And you're going to come to a guy like this and say, how do you feel about Game Pass raising $3 to a guy like this? Left Slayer, take the mic, man.
You know, I don't think anyone is happy that they're raising prices, but it is still the best value in gaming. And I think the second best value is not even PlayStation Plus, it's Ubisoft Plus, because you get all of their games plus all the DLCs for their games for $15. So like, even if like with Game Pass, if there's a game on there and there's DLC, you're gonna pay for the DLC. You're not paying for DLC with Ubisoft Plus. You're paying for it with EA Play and with PlayStation Plus. But with Ubisoft Plus, you get everything for the one price. So I think that's the second best deal in gaming right now. But yeah, I don't think anyone is happy about the increase in price, but it is what is necessary at this point. They spent, what, $70 billion for Activision, and a lot of PlayStation fans were saying there's no way that they're gonna spend $70 billion and not put their games in Game Pass. There's no way that Call of Duty is going into Game Pass. And then
speak on it.
And then they announced that, oh yeah, Call of Duty is going day one in Game Pass, and then the narrative changed to, yeah, it's going to be in Game Pass for a little while. Then they're going to take it out of Game Pass, and you're not going to be able to use any of the stuff you purchased, so you're going to have to buy the game. Microsoft has never done that. They don't take their own games out of Game Pass. PlayStation does. They took out Horizon Zero Dawn. They took that out of PlayStation Plus for some reason. But Microsoft doesn't do that. Microsoft lets you play the game how you want to play it, where you want to play it, for the low price of $20. I mean, yeah, it's more money than it was, and that always sucks. But it's still, if you buy a lot of these games, you're only going to play them once, and sometimes you don't even finish them, so you just let them sit there. You don't even like the game, so you spend the money, you end up hating the game, and you can't get a refund. So Game Pass just makes a lot of sense. A lot of these, all of these streaming game services just make sense. I don't know why people are so against them. PlayStation and they always use it's not sustainable. Game Pass is not sustainable. If it's not sustainable, why did PlayStation copy them? Why did Ubisoft Plus come out? Why does EA Play exist? Obviously, they're making money off of them. Otherwise,
PlayStation Plus been out since 2010. If it's not substantial, how's it been out for 14 years? Keep going. You're cooking, man. Keep going.
Right. I don't mean, I don't.
No, you're right. If these services didn't make sense, why would all of the companies have a service? Correct.
Exactly.
I agree with you. Makes sense. Come on with it, man. You're cooking.
And I mean, PlayStation. Look, Xbox and Sony, they copy each other, right? They do. And I think a lot of people don't even acknowledge the fact and just say, oh yeah, so PlayStation did it first, Xbox did it first. They copy a lot. Games with Gold, that was copying off of PlayStation PS Plus program.
Right.
PlayStation Plus is copying off of Game Pass. So they just keep going back and forth and taking each other's what is working for them and using it to their own advantage. But I don't necessarily think that either company is really ahead. I mean, financially, yes, there's obviously ahead, but I mean, when you look at the players, each system, each company has their loyal fans, and that is who they make games for. That is the core of their thing. So I think when it comes down to it, as long as each company has a loyal fan base, they're not going to go out of business, because that's what keeps them in business. They're going to subscribe to PS Plus. They're going to subscribe to Game Pass, no matter if it's $20 or $30, unless it's like a ridiculous increase at one time. There's no way.
Left Slayer, let me say this. You're right there at it. The day the services do not add up to being a deal is when they're ineffective. As long as there's a deal, people's gonna buy it. This damn thing could be $30. You know what? It be 70. It can be 35. We're talking 400 plus games.
Yeah.
On top of day one first party game, you just can't beat that. There's people out here that are just gaming. They don't listen. You got grown people out here that are gaming people. I don't want you to think that that's a secret. A lot of people have families. A lot of people have kids. A lot of people have houses, or they're renting houses and apartments, right? And condos, or just in general, people, places that they live in. Now, you can be one of these people. In your house, you have nothing but video games in one room. Or when I walk into your room, your living room is nothing but video games. Listen, I'm not here to judge you. That's not everybody. You could be one of these people who flip out and do cartwheels because there's digital games coming. And you feel like if it's not a physical game, I can't own it and I can't have it. But that's just because nobody with wisdom has ever said to you with a straight face, you don't ever keep anything in life. When you die, you take none of this with you. You don't own shit. You just think you own shit. Oh, well, I own my house. No, you don't. I own land. No, you don't. Everybody here on this earth is just borrowing. We're borrowing our time. We're borrowing our attention. We're borrowing our money. None of this shit's going to stop when you die. You are literally going to be a memory. To your loved ones, you are going to be a tale. And to your enemies, they're going to smear your name. That's life. So you came into this world with nothing. You're going out with nothing. All we do is pass things down. Now, if you got a big ass gaming collection and your children know that, and you know what, kids, when I die, I'm passing you down all these video games. I'm not here to judge you. But everybody don't have houses anymore, but physical copy games all across their damn house. Some of us say, you know, man, I'm getting tired of moving with this shit. You know, digital is just more convenient. Because let's just think about it, people. Do you want a dial-up phone? Where I'm going with this, everybody, tonight is we're picking and choosing. I get it. This isn't the show for you tonight because this is a common sense show tonight. We want to pick and choose? Well, let's pick and choose. I don't think there's nobody right now that wants a dial-up phone, Lou. Nobody wants a touch-tone dial with a fucking damn phone. I don't think nobody again wants to pay for long distance services on a card.
I miss those phones.
I knew Lou was gonna cut it. I knew Lou. Hey Lou, nobody's going to go and get a long distance card and have to pay to call somebody long distance anymore.
That's done for, fam. That's done for.
Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think anybody is running. You know what else they're not doing, everybody? I'm gonna tell you what they're not doing, everybody. I don't know nobody right now that tells me about their CD collection. Nobody. I don't know nobody anymore that brags about all the CD. We're picking and choosing.
The CD they burn.
Have you ever went to somebody's house? You know, the only thing that I do know, and this is legit brag. Records. There are people who still hold records and they still play those, but that's the essence right there. Records are the essence of it. I don't hear nobody talking about, hey, man, you walk into somebody's house and all you see is CDs. That used to be a time. We used to do it because we burned them and everything.
Exactly.
We mixtaped everything. We did all of that.
Burners, mixtape. Oh, my God.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But if you can tell me today, right, you can look me in my face and say, man, you know what, legal man, I got rid of all my CDs, man. I don't even use those things. Well, why? Well, because I got a Apple iTunes library or Spotify or Pandora's box where you can download and store your music. Any cloud device that can save your music and you can play it by way of what? Bluetooth.
Famo.
Come on, Lou. I know I'm hurting you, Lou. It's a common sense show tonight, Lou. I can tell you're but come on, bring some more common sense, everybody.
Oh no, I will, because the thing is, family, that people just don't seem to understand what's going on. And the truth that's going on out there is that everything is evolving. What if I told you a little story
Okay.
Let me tell you a little story, which is a true story. In my family, wife's side, I know someone.
Not the one with the picture back there where the lady scares me, man. Looks like you're gonna jump out at night. Okay, not that. Okay,
I love that lady. She cool. I love that lady. She cool. I gotta always give her love because I don't want to put in my feet at night. Yeah, I gotta give her some love. But yeah, what if I tell you I know a former Sony employee that told me a story? I was like, what, really? And we talked about it when was it? This Sunday while I was coming back home. And you won't believe what I'm about to say. But like, whoa, this is interesting. Okay. What does PlayStation have that's similar to Xbox? What's similar to the Xbox's xCloud? What do they have? What do they have? They have PlayStation Now, right? They got PlayStation Now. What if I told you that Sony back in when was PS4 released? 2013, 2014 was it released the PS4, right? What if I told you that Sony was heavily invested into getting the cloud service up? Would you believe me?
Yeah, they teamed up with Microsoft back then.
No. They got PlayStation Now from a company. I forgot the name. What was the company's name of? But they got PlayStation Now, which is set up for what? It was 2013, 2014. They got PlayStation Now, which was a cloud service.
Oh, what if Gaikai? You talking about Gaikai?
Gaikai, yes. They bought Gaikai, right? They bought Gaikai, right? What if I told you they were heavily invested into that? That they were counting that by this generation, they were not going to bring out a PS5. Would you believe me?
Yeah.
You know, Sony got into cloud first than Microsoft did. That's what they got into cloud first than Microsoft did. And what happened was that the PlayStation Now was bleeding really bad. It was making it bleed really bad because you know why? This is a service product. You know how service products, right? When they start, it takes time to build. It takes some time to build. It takes some time to get that money. It takes some time, it's just like what happened with Netflix. Remember, Netflix was broke. It broke like 15 times. I remember, but Netflix went backward like 15 or 20 times during its starting point, right? And then they got it all together, and now look at them now. Now they're a big company. Even so, Blockbuster invest in us, and Blockbuster said, hell no. So PlayStation started with this thing, and it was bleeding them dry. So what happened was they kind of like put a little bit to the side. They continued with what they were having. So they put a little bit to the side. And then Microsoft came in 2017 with Phil and said, okay, let's make Game Pass. And now let's make it cloud. And now let's make this. And now you got Microsoft investing very heavily with this. You got Microsoft investing very heavily. We now see why. And now we understand why, because this is a theory I have.
Well, Lou, real quick.
It's the theory. What's up, family? Yeah,
go real quick, Lou. No, because I want to make sure that you know this.
All right.
You know that Microsoft was already investing in cloud in the 360 era.
Yeah.
See, this is right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
the difference between the way Sony handles their cloud and Microsoft handles their cloud is this. Sony's always had a problem with memory. Okay. Way back in the day, we already know this story, so I'm not going to punch on it. We all know that Sony was the king of electronics, right? Electronics. So that's hardware stuff. So you remember when PlayStation came out? In order for you to save your memory, what did you have to go buy?
Memory card.
That's right. And you want to know something there? That was $25 a memory card back then. And I think you got 2 of them, didn't you? Or was it just 1? I don't remember. I think Game Pass yes. You would get 2 for $25.
Until you got the other ones that were 64 megabytes, 100 megabytes, something like that. It was like $30.
Now Lou jumping the gun. He's marvelous because he doesn't even. Lou says things so marvelous he doesn't even realize what I'm about to. You're on it, Lou. Now I'm gonna bring it to light. Watch this, Lou.
What's up?
They bought it for $25, Larry. Spartan chit chat. I don't remember PlayStation fans pouting over $25. I remember a couple, But it wasn't this narrative that the PlayStation community was bums and they were broke because they couldn't get memory cards, right? Oh, no. They didn't have that narrative back then. But we're talking about $25. I just want everybody to hear that. $25. We're not
family. They didn't have a place to bitch. That's why.
Yeah, correct. But look, facts. There wasn't no social media. Facts.
Exactly.
But I didn't want to go there, right? I didn't want to go there.
I know.
But you TKO'd that, so I can skate on right past that. I want everybody to hear me again. It cost $25 back then, and then lo and behold, a new game, a new challenger has arrived. Remember that? Yeah, Street Fighter, a new challenger, and it was called Xbox. And when Xbox came on the scene, how many memory cards did it have, Lair?
I mean, you could buy memory cards for it, I believe.
For the controller, but
Yeah.
but it was different. I just want to. It's okay if you don't remember. It's been a long time.
No, I remember.
Right. What was the reason you bought the card and put it into your controller? Anybody remember the reason why? Two different usages. With the way Xbox used their card is totally different from the way PlayStation fans use theirs. Do y'all know? Do y'all remember?
No, I never had a card
Right.
because it came with
We
a
didn't,
hard drive.
right?
Exactly. I never had
A lot of us never needed it. A lot of us never needed it. But if you was one of these kids that did some traveling and you went somewhere, so let's just say I wanted to go visit Lou in Dominican Republic. I would go get that card, plug it to my controller. It would store all what I needed. And when I went to his house and plugged it into that controller, guess what? All my stuff came through his Xbox by way of my chip. Right? So it wasn't about memory, it was about gaming. You see the difference?
Yeah.
So the console, going back to what Lep Slayer saying, I never really needed it because he had an Xbox that was so powerful. We never didn't even realize how much power it had because we never ran out of memory. We literally, the OG Xbox, nobody to this day, I don't think there's nobody that's used up all the memory. All those games that came out, all that back compatibility, all that downloads and burning CDs and everything else you can do with that console. I don't think nobody ever filled up the storage. To this day, I don't know. I don't know how much it is. Really, I don't know. But I know back then games, the storage on games, the memories on games were a hell of a lot smaller than they are today.
Yeah,
right?
they were small. They weren't that
So
big.
yeah, they were small. So
yeah, they only stored like checkpoints. They didn't.
Yeah,
store the
that's
whole
right.
game.
So we speed things up today, right, Lou?
Yep.
Oh, not today. Let's go up a little bit.
Mhm.
Do y'all remember when the 360 came out, right? And then you remember there was a thing called multiple variations of consoles. This entered the multiple variations of consoles. So 360 had the 360, then it had the arcade edition 360.
Yo,
You know, and there goes Lou. What back then when you spent a little bit more money, what were you spending it on? I'm
On the
just saying.
storage. On the storage.
Say that again.
On the storage.
Say it one more time.
On the storage, because it came with the storage.
yeah.
You could take
That-
it out, put it up.
That's what we
counter.
spent our money on.
Yep.
It wasn't never games. You wanted to buy a more expensive console because you wanted more memory. You wanted more space,
Mhm.
right? You wanted to. So watch where I'm going with this. Wanted more
Yeah.
space. Nobody complained because we had all these variations. Now, Sony didn't have that because their memory storage is different. You're using it to literally store memory. It's not storing your game cloud. It's not. As the 360 matured, we ended up getting cloud saves. Back then, can't make this up.
Mhm.
Right.
We had cloud saves.
Yeah,
Now,
For free. For
right.
free.
for free,
For
yes.
free.
Because now they're charging it, and they're like the sucker. They're charging
It's
it.
crazy.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
They're
You see
charging
where
it.
I'm going with this?
Yeah, but you were talking about cloud saves, but I'm talking about with the cloud gaming thing. That's what Sony started to
No.
innovate.
But
Yeah.
this is what I want you to understand.
Yeah, I get you.
The reason why they can never own those games, Lou, because they're not a cloud save game.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to think it is until you
Mm-hmm.
get it, invest it, and realize when you in that subscription, Lou, you lose those games. Do you know what I don't ever lose? I can stop paying on my Game Pass today and take 3 months off. Right there, when I go back and get my subscription back, guess what I gain? All the games that I downloaded off of Game Pass that are still there will still be there. Or even if they're gone, they're still there. The only option is now I have to pay for them.
Yeah.
But if they're still on Game Pass, they're there. And guess what my Xbox does? It goes right back to where it left off. Like I didn't do, like I was always there from the get-go. That doesn't happen on PlayStation, Lou.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Now, what I just did was a real console war. Did I pick on you, Lou? Did I make names? That's a real console war. A real console war is just describing what one can do and what the other one can't do.
So,
it's an educational thing.
So, fam, my theory is after I had this long conversation on the 2-hour drive, we had a long conversation. I was hearing him telling me what was Sony's original plans. I mean, they did not. They were not going to bring out a PS5. They were not thinking about that. I was like, "What? You seriously?" Yes. I mean, they were looking really into digging into the cloud gaming side of things. But since it was bleeding them dry, they decided to continue to pursue the console idea. They decided to continue it. And so I even asked him, I said, is this why the PS5 looks like it's a rush thing? And he's like, well, it could be. Because during that time, he just wasn't working there anymore. But he told me it could be because they were really not looking into making a PS5. I was like, what? When I heard that, I was like, oh, that explains a whole bunch of things. That explains a whole bunch of things. And I even talked about this on Monday on my show. I brought it up. I said, you know what? Would you all believe me if I told you there wasn't going to be a PS5? Or they're like, what? No joke. They were really not.
They had they had PlayStation already on a Samsung by way of app. Sony already did this. Okay.
Yep.
So the fact that everybody's tripping off of Xbox, and real quick, let me just give a shout out to John T. Shea. John T.
Got that super chat.
Hi guys, working 76 hours this week. I bought an Amazon Fire Stick for my bedroom to play Xbox and my Series X in my theater room upstairs doing big things, man. Workers. Hey, I just want to take time to give a shout out. We already did it for VAC Records, for Technos. My man Technos, a part of Di-RRec Gaming's family. Singers in the building. I know we shadow dropped, and my man 30.
You know what? Me thinking about it, and I was like, why didn't cloud gaming work for me?
It came in the building. No, listen.
I know why now.
We shadow drop tonight.
I know why.
Get the word out. But Lou,
what's up?
Go ahead. What you thinking about me?
I was gonna say now I know why my Amazon Fire Stick isn't working with the cloud because the Amazon Fire Stick I plugged in is 2020. You got to get the newer ones.
You got to get the right.
Yes. No,
and it has to be the 4K version.
Mine's 4K. But you got to
be the upgrade version. Yes.
Oh, no worries. Upgrade it for $17 or $25. They're cheap. They're cheap right now.
Yeah, they are.
They're really cheap. But listen,
I want everybody to understand that I can see that, Lou. I can see that.
Yeah.
Because really, to be honest with you, it really was a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
The PlayStation Plus was a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it was. It's really meant for my man down here. Play the games, broadcast them, stream them, and then when you're done, that was it. That's really what that experience is. You can't take it. You can't take them games with you. You have to buy those games. So you're just using them in that service. Unlike Game Pass, right? They're in that service. If you buy the game in that service, you get a discount. But you really never have to buy the game. Buying the game from Game Pass is an option. And we all know options are a beautiful thing. So it's not like, you have to. But the fact that cloud saves now are actual living thing on your Xbox. You see more games got that cloud. So what's really happening there? The Microsoft is slowly allowing people to get away from what?
From physical consoles.
That's it. Your
Exactly.
hard saves are really not needed. Microsoft is going to get you into a virtual cloud storage. Infinite, Lou. Infinite. Can you imagine? Look at quick resume times quick resume by 100. Why would you ever need hardware ever again? For whatever game you pick, you play it. Wherever you leave off and go play another game, when you come back, you start right back where you left off. Do you know that's possible in the cloud, my brother? That's possible there. Because the cloud has no end.
Right.
It's in the ether. It's space. It's gone. It's out there. You can't fill it up. So look at what NVIDIA did. It jumped everybody and said, you know what? We saw Stadia. Okay. Stadia came out, showed everybody basically the future. Okay. But they just couldn't get it. So NVIDIA said, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and make because people didn't know that in the cloud, you can actually make video games in a virtual cloud. You don't even, you want to know something? This is for the dummies, all the people out there who just want to tweet because you can just tweet. You're not no gamer. You're just tweeters. You're just little bird whistlers when you touch your pad and you want to say something stupid, okay? I get it. I do. But guess what? You don't even need a PC to make a video game. How about I tell you that? You don't even need a PC to build a video game, y'all. You know you can make a video game in the cloud because they have virtual. This is facts.
And even Tencent has that option right now that you can make games on their cloud. Tencent
they have virtual CPUs. So if you got a virtual CPU, the sky's the limit. And they have virtual GPUs. Sky's the limit. You want to know what happens when you make a hardware GPU? It's capped, people. You can only go so far. You make a chip, it's capped, people. You can only go so far. In the cloud, you go where you want to go. So GeForce said, you know what? We're going to make a virtual 4K 120 to 144 hertz space where it depends on the device you have that can handle it. You're playing games at astronomical levels for the mighty price of what, $24.99 or whatever they do for GeForce. But nobody's bitching about $24.99 for GeForce. Nobody. Because you know why? They're giving you top tier quality. And guess where GeForce has made its way on now? To all you suckers out there. GeForce has made its way on Xbox. Notice it ain't on PlayStation. Notice it ain't on Nintendo. It's on Xbox. Because they know, just like Xbox, they're partnered in with NVIDIA for the future. NVIDIA didn't make $320 trillion and became the #1 company overnight for no reason. NVIDIA has some geniuses over there, man. Yep. Some of them guys are just as smart as those Microsoft guys. And there's a lot of respect going on. And NVIDIA has shown the world that they're not playing around. If you have a VHS mindset, stop talking.
And
you're just making yourself look dumb. I've been telling y'all this for about 5 years. Stop. Nobody cares about a console sale anymore.
This is why I brought the subject of what Sony was doing, because at the end of the day, this is what's happening. I mean, you mentioned a lot of stuff about the CDs, you mentioned the VHS, you mentioned the DVDs and all that stuff. Look where that has evolved to, like you said. Same thing with cell phones. Back in the day, we used to grab the little phone, like you said. Okay, then there was payphones. Tell me, are there still payphones out there?
Right.
I mean,
do you see Superman? Look, you go read a comic book today, Superman, right? Look, let's know I'm going with this ER. Do you see Superman going into a phone booth to change his clothes and jump out the phone booth? Where are phone booths at? They don't even have them in New York no more. We can hit up J-Rock. Go have J-Rock to walk around New York and find us a payphone.
They don't see them anymore because why? Because we got cell phones. I mean, everything is evolving. Same thing with consoles. They have to evolve because it's like how I said it this morning. I was talking, and I bet your lips is going to be agreeing with me with this, right? Because at the end of the day, though, right, we are the old gen. We are the ones who are adjusted to playing on console. We love our consoles. We enjoy them, but we have to understand and sit down and say, hey, this thing is evolving. And if we don't catch up with the times, of what's going on, we're going to be sitting back then with their 360s and stuff like that, just not looking forward anymore. Not looking forward. Just sit back there and just stay there, not look forward anymore. But we got to catch up with the times. Gaming is changing. It's evolving. Same thing that happened with DVDs and phones and everything, because now you have to have a cell phone. Now you don't need a tablet, but if you must buy it for work, you buy a tablet for work. But at the end of the day, what's happening with these kids? They don't start with this anymore. This is where we started. Basically, we started with this. Now they start with this.
Yep.
They start on mobile. It's no joke. They start on mobile, then a tablet, then you buy them a tablet. They play on a tablet. Then you go ahead and say, okay, let me buy them a console because we're accustomed to it, right? We're accustomed to it to get them a console, to play on console, to grab a controller, learn how to play on a controller. But at the end of the day, down the road, they're not going to be looking at these consoles anymore. It's only going to be us. Same thing with DVDs. I mean, look, do you have a Blu-ray player at your house?
I have an Xbox. Why would I need a Blu-ray player?
No. Besides that, okay, but you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
You don't have that anymore.
I actually just threw mine out. It wasn't connected.
You get my point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even ask the chat who has a Blu-ray DVD player. There's probably going to be 1, 2 saying yes, but then the rest is going to say no. I wouldn't need it. Who has a CD player? I've not seen anyone in a CD player in a long ass time.
That's right.
Yeah. And at what point though, like, because right now I was thinking about this before the Series X came out. Yeah. I could stream Series X games to my Xbox One. So and I could play them on PC. I could stream them to PC. Did I really need a Series X? You know, I mean, I bought one, but I don't know if I necessarily needed it. In the future, like after whatever the next generation is, because Microsoft said that they're doing another generation Xbox, but do we need generations anymore? Because if it's in the cloud and like, you know, the NVIDIA's like 60 series comes out and they're on the 40 series being run in the cloud, they could just upgrade this GPUs and give us more powerful cloud gaming without us even having to do anything. So like, are we going to get to the point where cloud gaming is generational, or is cloud gaming just going to upgrade itself without us even knowing that it was upgraded?
That's a good question, man. Really. Okay. We know for a fact right now. Good question. No, we know for a fact right now that console gaming is still the superior way to play your video games. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you can connect the Ethernet port to it, and it's then you eliminate all the lag, and you're getting all that on-time functionality, right? When we all know when we're on Wi-Fi and we're using cloud, you're not, just like today. I was playing the First Descent. You can tell when somebody is not plugged in. Yeah. You can tell because they start. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, they're lagging in, and they're because what people don't understand is there's a relay, right? There's a relay. When you're plugged in, you're eliminating the relay. The response time is what PC people, response time, right? So OLEDs are dominating monitors. You know why? Instant. When I'm talking about, monitors are fabulous. They're still fabulous. Monitors were revolutionary, right? Because they would get you down to 2 milliseconds. I remember when it was 2 milliseconds. Then 1 millisecond. That was like the most. But there's no monitor on Earth that's not 1 millisecond. It has to be a millisecond. It has to have a millisecond. But guess what? OLED don't even have that. OLED is instant. So if a person has an OLED and it's 144 hertz or 120, who has the better performance right now? Who has it? It's the guy with the OLED TV. It's instant. It's not running. It's not running on, because when you got the PC hooked up and you have your operational system, see, you got all these things that have to be relayed while you're booting it up and all of that. There's gonna be a gap somewhere. Now, yes, I hear people, well, legal TVs today are smart TVs. Correct, sir. But they're in the form of apps. So unless you open them up, you don't have no lapse time. You have to open that up. Unlike your monitor hooked up to a PC, it has to have an operating system. Now, here's the beautiful thing about xCloud. I can use my 26 monitor right now and play my video games on it. I can go right on here because it's a Windows, right? Go right on in there and open up the screen, cloud it, bam, play my games. Is my performance different? Yes, it is. But so why would I use it right here and station when I can use my more superior experience on my OLED, right? Here's what makes cloud beautiful. If I told you, hey, I'm outside of my garage, man, got my screen out there, and I'm playing my Xbox games. I'm Left Slayer. I'm on Twitch right now, and I'm playing out there in my garage. See, I'm not in my house, or I'm in my backyard, like Lou said. A kid has his tablet in his backyard. Now cloud's looking enticing because, man, I'm not in one place. Oh, if we take a trip, I got my ROG Ally. I whip that bad boy out, and I'm playing my video games. Well, how did they? Well, you know what? I'm wait a minute now, because the Switch, you had to have cartridges, and it only lasts like 8 hours on the Switch. You're telling me you got some hours on your ROG Ally, and you don't even have to connect to Wi-Fi? What are you talking about? Well, man, yeah, I don't have to do that because it's running off of high-powered operational systems. What? Yeah, man. So there's no need. It's all native. It's just you're taking that whole thing with you. Watch this, y'all. All of that stuff that you're talking about, yeah. It's built in. See, we're going to a world that's going to be called built-in gaming. Now, look, this is what I've said. If we're going to get rid of consoles, people, and I want to make this very, very clear, for everybody that keeps yapping about PCs, PC is in third place right now for a reason. It's for a reason, because y'all ain't listening to Luke. I've told y'all that PC is not evolving. There's a difference between dying and evolving. Evolving means something can adapt. Something makes a change to adapt to its surroundings, right? It's evolving into something, right? Adaptation would be when I get cold, I put on a jacket. I myself didn't change. I put on a jacket so I can be warm. I adapted to my surrounding. But Lou said the word evolving. That means something is going to change.
Yes, sir.
He is correct. But if console gaming goes, everybody, PC goes. Now watch this. The video is already showing you that PC is not indestructible. They can literally take PC and put it in the cloud. The video just proved it. So if PC went cloud, you damn skippy consoles going to cloud. It can go. Now, Left Slayer, here's the problem. Cloud is very niche. And of course, we don't have strong worldwide servers.
Right.
So that's the problem. Now, what makes Gamepass beautiful? What makes Fire Sticks beautiful? Because we know that everybody in the world can't have a console. So they have to get their gaming in other means of avenue, right? So the tablets, the phones, the notebooks or whatever, and if they can give them the handhelds, and if they can put Game Pass in those things, then these gamers can still utilize Xbox.
Right.
And that, my friends, is the beauty of gaming. Gamers don't care about a $3 increase. No. Are we rooting for a $3? We're not rooting for no increase. All right. Let's just be clear. But let me make it clear to y'all. Gamers are not bitching about $3. They're not bitching about a service that was just $16.99. Let me read this. This is why people on Twitter, even these known dumbass journalists, gaming journalists, they show you how dumb they are. And we all know they have overseers, right? So even if their overseers telling them this, their overseers are dumb within the company. Because first, here's two things that happened, y'all. Everybody wanted to be first when that happened, and they came out already lying about the price. Remember, they said it was $22.99 because they were so in a rush to be first on Twitter with news.
Oh yes,
messed up, yes. Lied to millions of people right off the bat. Then you had to change it. Oh, I'm sorry, 19. Shut your ass up. Just shut your ass up.
No, the thing is, fam. I know where that came from. But the thing is that they just took it and rolled with it. And
we know where it came from.
I know where it came from because
shut
I know
their asses up.
I know.
We know. I'm not even gonna go there,
dude.
Because here's what the dumbest part about it all.
Here's the thing, though. That's the price over there in Canada.
In Canada,
exactly. So they wanted to come around and say, "Wow, it's gonna be $25." And did what they had to do because
okay. So you're just letting me know how dumb that is because. Yep. It could have been a European. It could have been a euro. Mm-hmm. Why the F would I say what the price is in euro? Or it would have been in Mexico. Why would I say the price in peso? And I'm in America. Come on, people. Even consoles are not the same prices around the world.
Exactly.
So why would we use that as the metric? That's dumb, Lou. Now watch this. This makes it even more dumb. Let me read this. Watch this. This is where it's dumb. Game Pass updates announced July 2024. Starting July 10th, 2024, the following updates to Xbox Game Pass will take effect. Price changes will go into effect for new members. Look at this. Let's just read for a minute. For new members. Okay, so Legal, are you a new member? No, I'm not. So this is not pertaining to you. For Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Xbox Game Pass Core, and PC Game Pass. So no matter where you try to hide, no matter where you try to run, you can't hide. The price changes are going to go from Game Pass Ultimate to Game Pass Core to Game Pass PC, right? Game Pass per console will no longer be available for new members. New members. Legal, are you a new member? No, so that don't apply to you neither. Okay, exactly. So watch this, left layer. But I want to bitch about something. So let me keep reading. Maybe they'll tell me something. Right. This is how that face you make. This is how stupid we are. You know, the sad part about guys like us, we come from an era where gaming meant something. Gaming was beautiful. You got talked about if you was a gamer. You got looked down about it. Man, if it wasn't for us, these peons wouldn't even be on Twitter. If it wasn't for us, we put that damn consoles on our backs, man, and made this thing what it is. That's why we're more passionate. That's why we're different. Yo, shout out to Mike Johnson. I see you, man.
You know,
I'm looking for something to bitch about, Spartan 117. So let me keep reading.
You know, as existing Game Pass, sorry for cutting you off. Right now, my price is still $18.99.
Right, stop it. Don't you dare say that. Now watch this, because I'm trying to find something to bitch about, man. Members who are already subscribed. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Lou, I think they're talking about me. Members who are already subscribed to Game Pass for console and have automatic payment renewal enabled will be able to continue to enjoy their membership. What? Wait a minute. So you're telling me that I'm not even affected as long as I got auto pay. I just keep on rolling.
So wait a minute, Famo. Wait a minute. What you're trying to tell me is, Famo, is they're still being flexible?
Still being flexible.
Listen, my God.
Let me tell you how bad this is again.
Because
it's about that time when they said they were going to raise. It's the same thing, Lou. When they told everybody Xbox Gold was going to be $120 a year, and everybody wanted to be first to diss Xbox, but they were saying for new members, they see it. Social media, man, is ruined everything. Okay,
exactly.
So if you're up here, we get it. I get it. I'm not here to judge a dumbass. You're up here to make a buck. You're up here to be goofy and dumb so that somebody can now watch this. So somebody can pay to your Patreon, right? Now let me go right here because I don't want Drawn TJ or anybody to think that anybody like him. When I say these things, I'm talking about people like him because I'm going to read what he said. So therefore you know I'm not talking about people like him. Hi guys, I'm working 67 hours this week. My brother is putting in 27 hours of overtime, working his ass off. I bought an Amazon Fire Stick for my bedroom to play. Let me just stop right there and say the two words, to play. He didn't say I bought an Amazon Fire Stick to watch movies, or I bought an Amazon Fire Stick to get on Twitter and talk, type on my say dumb shit on Twitter. Right, you get where I'm going? But he said to play my Xbox Series X and my theater rooms upstairs. Right? So this guy's working and busting his ass. So when he puts a $5 on my damn thing, he just proved to me that $5 don't mean shit to him because he works 67 hours. Now, you guys on Twitter X bitching about $3, right? But unlike Drawn TJ, we see some of y'all over here on the goofiest YouTube channels putting money in their Patreons, put money in their super chats. We see y'all dumbasses. Y'all all over the place. But then you bitch and complain when a service goes up $3. GTFOA.
And not only that, family, because this is what a real Xbox fan does. This is what a real person that loves that service does. You know what they do? Hey, if the new members come in, we don't have to talk to them about don't subscribe to the damn core thing. Why would I want to subscribe to the damn core thing? Or why should I subscribe to the $15 version? Why? I will sit there and say, hey, dude. And that's what I told all my friends. And I'm telling you, I got some friends that were PlayStation fans. And I flipped them to Xbox because I sat down with them and I said, look, you got to pay for Ultimate. Why you got to pay for Ultimate? Why is that the best thing to get? And this, I'm telling you, this was right when the generation began. This wasn't now. No, this is right when the generation began. I told them you got to pay for the Game Pass Ultimate because you can play it anywhere. Lep is one of those guys that plays anywhere. I bet you, right? Lep, you play on PC, you play on your Xbox, you play. I bet you play everywhere, right? You play. Yeah. I don't know if you got handhelds. You play everywhere. Yeah. So these guys, I told them, pay the Ultimate, stack it up. Pay the Ultimate and have fun. Right. I told him do this. Why? Because just in case anything happens down the road, I sat there and explained just in case anything happens on the road because you already got the Ultimate Edition. Let's say price increase, whatever, because we knew price was going to increase. I even told my chat. I sat down with my chat since I started with the Good Morning videos. I sat down with them and explained to them, listen, why? Because a lot of PlayStation guys jumps on my channel like to come here with the gloves on, but I tell them, wait, but we have the best service. Even though right now it's 15, it'll probably go up to 20. I don't know what's going to go, but I kept on telling my chat that there was going to be pretty soon a price raise. When I don't know, but we know it's going to go up. Why the heck not? It's going to go up either way because not only because they bought Activision Blizz, it's because about how everything is. I mean, Netflix goes up every year. Some people unsubscribe. Some people, I mean, I forget about. I don't know how much I pay on Netflix because my father's the one that uses it, but Netflix for me is right there. Someone want to use this right there. It's cool. I got, like I said, I have 10 Amazon Fire TVs everywhere, right? And this is why you gotta pay the ultimate. Look, for example, right then and there, TJ showed you an example why he plays the ultimate. Right now, TJ, all he's gotta do is he's up in his room. Let me go on my Xbox. I mean, on my Amazon Fire, connect my controller to it, which is real simple. Because I tried Luna the other day. Luna got my reserves for that. But it's real simple. Plug in your controller, start gaming on your cloud, and that's it. Go on forward. That's all you gotta do.
Lou,
And
look at the last part. Lou,
And
look at this last part, Lou. This is what's stupid, y'all. And I'll let you come on in here, Lep.
All right. This
is the stupid part right here. Okay. This is the backbreaker. Here's where the $3. Now you heard what Sony said, which I never poked fun at it. Sony came out and told everybody, listen, we're standing firm on what we say. We raised our prices because of economical situations. Okay, right? We don't need to explain no more. Just understand shit's going. Y'all see it. Prices are going up everywhere. Okay, it's common. Basically, I like the way Sony said it because it's basically saying, well, duh, y'all, it's common sense. Look everywhere around the world. It's common sense right now, right? But I get it. I have to give Sony some respect on that one. But watch this. Also, so just in case people don't understand this $3 increase, let's just say one is economy, the other one would be this. Also, a new Game Pass option called Xbox Game Pass Standard will become available in coming months. So that means it's not out yet, but something new is coming. Here it is. These changes, did I not just tell y'all? Y'all ain't listening to Lou. Lou said a word called evolving. And I told you the difference between adapting and evolving. When something changes, it's evolving. So, Lou, not only consoles are evolving, not only PCs are evolving, but game subscriptions are evolving. And there's one called Game Pass that's evolving. It says these changes. Now notice, before when I started talking about this earlier, people on Twitter was telling me, well, what changes has happened? Okay, dipshit, you're about to find out. These changes will enable us to bring members. Did it say new members? Did it say old members? No, people. It said members. So now as a totality, now as a family, regardless if you became a new member or regardless if you've been an old member and you've been hanging on, we're now talking about all of y'all together. These changes will enable us to bring members more. The key word is more. So let's just go to Sesame Street real quick, Elmo. Hi, everybody. My name is Elmo. Elmo, what does more mean? Well, dipshit, more means that you get a lot more things. Okay, Elmo. So if I get more things, would it be common sense that an increase in prices if you're going to get more of a bulk in things? Well, not necessarily. Okay, well, you got a point. Because if I go to Walmart and I buy certain things and put it in my cart, it's totally different if I go to Sam's. What's the difference of why I go to Sam's then, Elmore? Well, shithead, when you go to Sam's, you get more for your buck. So you get a membership in Sam's. Unlike Walmart, you just walk there and sit there. Damn, Elmo, you got a point. So I pay a little bit more to have more access when I go to Sam's than I do if I just walk into Walmart. Bingo, shithead. Okay, so now the $3 increase for Game Pass is because these changes will enable us to bring members more value and more great games to Game Pass. So I be damned. Okay, so we're all getting mad because Game Pass is evolving with more value and more games, Lou. The fact that it's bringing more values automatically determines the increase. You don't, the word value means it's something going to be greater. So if something's going to be greater, so let's just go to JyzalGaming's dealership for a minute. Before we go to Legal's drug dealer block. If I go to JyzalGaming's dealership and he has a lineup of Lexuses, and the first one is the IS, the second one is the ES, the third one is the F Sport, and then the final one is the luxury, Lou. Lou, is the luxury going to be the same damn price as the IS?
No.
Why, Lou? Because the fucking thing is more valuable.
Exactly.
The word is called value. So if it's more value, less layer, that means more. It's going to cost your ass more. This is common sense, people.
Exactly.
And this is
why
this is common sense.
And this is why, famo. This is what we gotta do. We gotta go out there and educate. And this is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do. We gotta educate the people to tell them, hey, you gotta go into this. But they never do that.
Lou, stop. No, Lou, listen. I'm sorry for telling you to stop. I heard you now. I thought you was talking about us as if we're just dumb. We're not dumb. They know what they're doing, Lou.
I know what they're doing.
Right?
I know.
This is Twitter. But Lou, nothing's going to really change when our media is being dumb. So I get you. For people that have a better standpoint, have a better influence, right? Have more followers. That's why I appreciate people like Lepslayer. To all the people out there in broadcast gaming, I used to do it, so I understand what it takes, right? I understand having that audience. When you're doing that, man, and you can build a community, that's the most beautiful thing in gaming. Because journalism, the media has no power over there. Trolls have no power over there.
No, they don't.
No, because you have moderators. You already got your fortress. So trolls have no power. All the stupidity that goes along with social media has no power unless you let it happen. You have to let it happen, but you can control it. And broadcast gamers, they do one thing: they game. They build a community. My opinion, this is just my opinion, Lep. I believe the gaming industry needs to get more behind these guys. And Lou, for the record, Spartan, for the record, Chit Chat, for the record, everybody knows that this is a Xbox centric channel. We get it, right? We get it. So okay, because it's Xbox centric, all legal. Microsoft and them don't ever do anything wrong. Wrong. He don't ever call anything out wrong. I've been saying this for years. I don't understand how Xbox, with its great gaming community, because we know Xbox was built off of gaming. We got Twitch on our built-in console, and we don't have a damn chat room. I have to go to my phone or have to turn on my PC to speak to my people. And that's stupid. Because you want to build beautiful gaming? Have it on the console. It used to be there, but it's gone. It was on there on Xbox One. And it's gone now.
Famo, let me jump real quick because because you talk about how media does, all of a sudden, Tom Warren came yesterday, right? And he said that he heard a tip in May,
right,
that they were not going to get support to Europe or we're not going to see Xbox consoles over there, stuff like that. Mike, look, he says, Louis, someone from Microsoft needs to come out and confirm it. No, they do not need to come out and confirm it. I'm sorry. Because you know why? If Microsoft needs to come out and confirm it, then PlayStation needs to come out and confirm what the hell is going on with PSVR 2, Why are they cutting budgets? What are they going to do with it? And they have not done it. So why does Microsoft have to come out and confirm over something that this man could not verify? He even said it. I cannot verify from where I got it from, but I heard this. This is what he said. I'm not making it up. He said this. He said this.
Yeah, and we could just start making up everything and having Microsoft confirm or deny it.
Exactly. I mean, it's crazy that everybody wants Microsoft to come out and confirm something. No, they don't need to confirm that. I mean, Tom Warren is just throwing something out there. It's just like what Jeff Grubb did the other day, right? He mentioned the whole Halo thing, which is, I mean, not the Halo, the whole, what's it called? Perfect Dark thing. And he mentioned it in a week where there was just some bad news. And what happened? He came out later on and apologized for it. He said, oh, my bad, because it's something I heard, right? But we all know that was like, what, 2 or 3 years ago, Perfect Dark, the situation that was happening. That was in development hell, something like that. And he came out and did, and he apologized for it, which is cool. All right, no problem. But like I said, some people, I'm going to take him out now. Now he's out. But some people out there sometimes need to draw some attention. That tweet from Tom Warren was an attention-seeking tweet. How come you were told this in May? Why didn't you talk about it in May? No, you got to wait for this week for a price increase to say, hey, it's dead.
Yep.
Why not right now? For somebody told me in May, but who told you? Oh, somebody. Who is it? I need to verify who told me, but who? I mean, he didn't even say the who. It sounds like he made it up, and not only that, so Jez comes around and shuts the thing down. And I understand that Microsoft needs to come on and for what? This is for me. This is all something that's just coming out of like stupid, just the thing to throw it out there, or just to throw it out there, just talk to get people talking about it, for him to get clicks, for him to get things on the move, because it's like a click move right there. It's a click move, and they're doing that a lot. The VR2, come on, man, that has already been explained. How has that been explained? They did budget cuts. I don't see Sony going out there talking about confirming what are they going to do with the PSVR 2. People need to get the damn refund about it. What are they going to do with it? I don't see Sony coming out talking about it. They're quiet about it. While they're getting budget cuts, and not only that, they stop production. Nobody's talking about it. They need to come out and say something. They haven't. So,
and even when they actually announced something, like last year when they said that you were going to lose like all of those movies because they lost the rights to them, even if you purchase them, they never came out and said anything about it.
Nothing. It happened and it was all quiet. Nothing.
Yeah.
They never came out and confirm nothing. They don't do it. But the thing is, everybody's got to push Microsoft to come out and say something. Why do they always have to come out? Why? Because there's social media? Sony's on social media too. Believe it or not. How are they in social media? They got the media in the pockets.
Yeah.
They're seeing that every day. They got it in the pockets. Because look, this is the thing I tell everybody. Right? I sit here and you all see me complain about Sony. You might say I'm a hater. You might say I'm an anti-Sony. I don't want Sony to go anywhere. I want Sony to stay, because if it wasn't for Sony, and this is the truth, these are facts. If it wasn't for Sony and how everybody has been treating Xbox lately, we wouldn't see how Xbox is today. We wouldn't see how beautiful this service of Game Pass is today. And that's why I don't want Sony to go. I want Sony to stay. Now, when I go out there and talk about Sony, is that I want them to do better, because none of you all asked them to do better. I was talking about this morning. Y'all didn't listen to Lou. And I've been talking about this for like a month. Y'all don't listen to Lou. When Lou came out and said, when you all defended the damn Helldivers thing,
speak on it.
You guys protected Sony instead of protecting the consumer.
The PC gamers.
The PC gamers. Instead of y'all protecting them, because let me tell you something. At the end of the day, they are the consumers. They're the one who are taking their $40 from a hard work, maybe it could have been a gift card from grandmammy. It could have been a gift card from daddy. And I don't know where the heck they got their money. And I don't care, because I'm not going to ask questions about that. But they go out there and they're going to spend their damn $40 to play this game. And Sony goes on to block it from all these countries. And you all protected Sony with their decision. And look what happened now. Keep on protecting, guys. Instead of saying, hey, we're PlayStation fans. These guys, even though they're a PC, they deserve to play the game. Let's fight for the PC community. Y'all shut up about it. And what happened now? 90% of the players dropped. Keep blocking. Go ahead. Keep on doing it. And when
You want to know
Sony,
what else is messed up?
and when
You wanna know
Sony
what else
goes,
is
and
messed
when
up, Lou?
Sony goes down under, I'm gonna be right here to say I told you all because you all protected too damn much Sony. We gotta
Look.
go out there and tell them how it is.
Lou, you want to know what's messed up?
What's up?
Everybody, you want to know what's messed up about that? Now that you brought that up,
Yeah.
you see the reaction from the from the PC fans when Sony told them they need to get a PSN account.
They cried.
Left Slayer.
They were
What did
not
we
happy.
learn? Right. What did we learn? I was reading some of their comments, and they were like, "Are you serious? I'm gonna get that dog shit." Some of them said, "Are they crazy, man? I want my account hacked." What
Now-
that tells you.
Now
Go
wait,
ahead,
there
go
was some legitimate concerns there because you needed to have a PlayStation account in countries that didn't even have PlayStation Plus. So
They didn't even
that
have it. Right.
that's a concern right there.
You can't make this up. You can't. Look, see, that's what I'm talking about. Okay,
And guess what happened,
we're
Famo,
talking
after
about
that?
a company.
And guess what happened, Famo?
Look.
Because I even showed it. I need to clip that and put it out there. I need to clip that thing and put it out there. And you know what? I'll do it tomorrow again, and I'll show the world again on my channel that I cannot even see or buy the game on Steam. I cannot do it.
From the Dominican Republic,
I cannot do it. First off, when they started to block that, I could see it. Then I just can't see it at all. It just disappeared. All it says is because of your region, you cannot buy it.
That's sad.
What?
Man.
And let me tell you something, Spartan. One last thing. This country, it's all about PlayStation. You bring them X, you talk Xbox, they're like, no, for them it doesn't have any games. That's what they all say. I don't care. What they'll learn sooner or later it has games because that's Xbox's job. I mean, I can tell them about it, they won't believe me because they see me as a fan. But Xbox got to do the work and say we got games. Xbox got to do that work. Like me and you talked about this, Lego, about how much we can talk about it. But if Xbox doesn't do something, no matter how much we talk, they got to do something.
Xbox's marketing has always been bad.
Well, they're starting to look good because
always
they did something good today. I was really proud of us. Like, man, they got to keep on doing this.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I sent it to you.
They need more of that. They need more
of that. Bring it up, guys. Bring it up. Tell everybody we got.
Let me say this before. Let me say this before I forget. Let me say this before I forget.
Go for it.
We're talking about a company who is getting sued out of the UK European region by their fan base, right? They took it to my man Alex, where you pretty much Sony's gonna catch an L because Alex got his hands on it. For y'all that don't know about Alex, I forgot his last name. He's part of the commissioning of consumer rights, protection. So when their job is to make sure that customers aren't getting ripped off, things like that. You understand what I'm saying, Leslie, right? So remember the guy's name is Alex. I can't remember his last name, but the dude is like the Brad Smith of Xbox. He doesn't catch L's. So when I found out that he's doing it, listen, it takes time when you're talking about a $7.9 billion lawsuit that Sony is going to lose to, because they went back 6 years on them. And the lady basically said this: we stopped at 6. We're just here to let y'all know that it's longer than 6, but we got enough now at 6. So Lou, what does that tell you? Let's go back to Sesame Street. It's 2024. So let's just say if they were doing it for 10 years, that's 2014. That's a whole different console. That's PlayStation 4 vanilla. So you're telling me, and if it goes a little bit, now watch this, y'all. Let's just say it's been going on for 12 years minimum. That's PlayStation 3. So let's just look at it like that. Let's give it the worst case scenario and say Sony's been undercoverly, well, if that's even a word, let me just say that. Undercover, right? Sony's been undercover, stealing from their own fan base. Now, Lou, watch this. It's going to come back to bite you. if they've been doing it for just 12 years, Lou, that means they've been doing it since the PlayStation 3. Now, if they've been doing it since the PlayStation 3, other Zinc, what are we talking about? Now, this is Lou, but not directly at Lou. When Lou said, we just want PlayStation to do better. Really? My question is, really? Let's just be realistic. I want the devil to go to heaven. Really? Like, there's some things that things do it because they want to do it. We got to hold things accountable. Sony's not, let's be realistic. Sony's not trying to do better. This is how Sony gets down. And this is why
they're not trying to.
Right.
That's the truth. That's what I keep telling. That's what I keep telling everybody.
Since 2020, I've been telling people this is a 24-year-old motto. You can't sell me a PlayStation unless you lie about it. If you come out and tell the facts about a PlayStation console, I don't think anybody would naturally just want to go buy it. Seriously. The only way you can sell a damn PlayStation, and I'm going off of my experience, because even donkeys lie about it. Go on Twitter, and you can see the lies. I've never seen a gaming community that needed theories, myths, and narratives to validate the reason why they have a damn PlayStation. I don't need all of that shit to tell you why I like my Xbox. It's a simple answer. Listen, I like the community. I like the ergonomics of the controllers. And I like the type of games that Xbox makes for me. I think they're fun. That's it. It's simple. That's it. I don't need a myth to tell you. I don't need narratives. I don't need to tell you, wow, they got the best exclusives. I don't need my opinions on you. Those are opinions. I don't need that. I don't need that on you. Just told you what I like. That's it. Done. But when I tell you that the PlayStation fans are deserving everything they get, is because of what you said on the end, Lou. You guys don't know how to stand up for what's right.
Exactly.
You guys are so scared. And this is a fact, because you guys got nicknamed the blue cap on the iPhone. You guys also got called the insecurity gamers. These are names that the streets have given y'all. Insecurity gamers. Nobody else got those names. Sony had to come out and finally admit the truth about you lames. Even though the sad part, the irony is that Sony, you're stealing from them. But then you got the nerve to tell everybody they don't buy new games. That's the irony of it all. Now, you can laugh. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. We can all laugh. Right? That's really funny. But when you think about it, Sony's been sticking the pole to them, and they've been blindly happy about it. That's how stupid, bro. You can't even make this up. They're sitting here defending a company that steals from them, that's about to get whooped in a court. A lawsuit for $7.9 billion. $7.9 billion is not small money, y'all. And you wonder.
I mean, with 7.9
billion, are literally wondering. Let me tell you,
7.9 billion. We can divide us here, even the chat, and still relax at home and relax for the rest of our lives, family.
The rest of your life.
Exactly.
If the ABK deal, when the ABK deal was just a rumor, Sony stock fell 10 million. No, it was 10 billion. They lost 10 billion off the rumor. People, I want you to know something. The rumor. That tells you that the investors said, oh, hell no. I'm taking my money out right now, I'm going to put it somewhere else. Because when the investors hear a rumor, they don't play around. I'm taking my money out. 10 billion. Then when it became a realization, they lost 30 billion. When they actually lost it, they lost 30 billion. So within a year, a totality, that's 40 billion.
Before you continue, and don't forget, a former CEO of PlayStation took his money like that out
Now that's education. Now that's education, Luke. Because
That
if
tells
you know
everything.
about shares, right? There's only two reasons why that people do that. One,
Mhm.
because oh shit, it's about to go down. Let
It's
me
about to
take
go
my
down.
money out and sell it. Right.
Yep.
That's 90. Actually, that's like 95% of the reason why they do it. Now,
Mhm.
that other small percent is because, oh, well, I retired. I'm just getting some money. Okay, we get it. But Jeremiah didn't need to do that. He's
Exactly.
already said fat. So, no, we're going to go with the first one, right? That happened. Now, as the end of the year happened, as the year closed,
it wasn't even the end of the year. It was like
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about the next $10 billion loss.
Oh, that's
At
3
the
months
end of the
later.
year.
Four
Yeah,
months
like a
later,
couple
they
months
took the
later.
money out. Yes, a couple months
That's
later.
right.
Exactly.
10 billion more. So now we're at 50 billion. People ain't, I'm doing this for the donkeys. There has been over, I put it like this, y'all. We can laugh. Sony has almost lost what it took for Microsoft to buy the ABK deal. And you're not making this up. And this is within a 2-year span. Now you're telling me that after this, they lose another damn near 8 billion? And you wonder why you have no games? This is not a we have no games Xbox joke. There's something wrong. PlayStation has been robbed in their pocket. Their pockets are hurting. So don't expect video games. Right. Because what goes around is coming around for Sony. The malpractices of Sony is what's doing this. Go ahead, Larry. Go ahead.
They have that super secret showcase that's coming up soon, though.
You see what I'm saying? When are they going to stop? Showcase. Right. When are they going to stop? Look, you're donkeys. I've been telling y'all this. You're listening to the wrong people. They're all going to fail you because they're just zealots. They're worse. Look, you can call us fanboys all day. I told you, I don't care about that. But you're listening to zealots. You're listening to people who won't even give you truth. They're not going to. They're so caught up into woe is me if any other company outsells PlayStation. They're so invested in that they can't even tell you the truth. Okay? So they're not. They're hurting in a sense to where the PlayStation that you're accustomed to is not the PlayStation today. I will say that. Are they going to disappear? No. Are they falling off and they're going to die? No. That's not going to happen. But the way PlayStation was is not today and will not be moving forward.
I mean, it kind of is, though. It kind of is the same because they keep putting out the same games over and over.
Stop. Well, well,
just remake after remake.
Yeah. Well, that's a direct message as to they don't have the money. See, they don't have the resources. So that's why they're doing that. People don't understand why that's even happening. You know, they lost Call of Duty, right? We learned. I'm so glad. I'm not gonna lie, right, Zing? Right, everybody that was an Xbox fan. We can't get no truth nowhere. It's hard. We can't. But when this court happened, when this ABK deal thing happened, we learned so much.
So much.
I
mean, even the man Jim Ryan come out and say this. I was like, what? Wait a minute. I went back. 7 years of my life of hearing PlayStation fanboys telling me we have the greatest games ever, they're the best of the best. To when a CEO of PlayStation comes out and says, without Call of Duty, we can't get the funding to make these games. Wait, what? What happened here? So wait, y'all been telling me lies? What the hell? Y'all been telling me you guys got the greatest games? No, you don't. You got great games.
It's okay, Lou.
But not the greatest games.
I know, but Lou, it's opinions.
They paint it like
I know.
Portrait back here in the perfect shape. They paint it like that. But at the end of the day, it's not like that. It's not.
You know what? You are telling the truth to a degree. Here's what it is, Lou. They never had a game, and this is facts. I'm not. Listen, you can see here. Here's me. Listen. I like real
Yeah.
PlayStation fans. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
Right?
I come too.
People
I
want to
do.
shoot them because they're fanboys of PlayStation. Man, I don't care
Nah.
about that. If
Nah.
you like PlayStation, you root for PlayStation. Look, you're one of the reasons why PlayStation is staying afloat, right? You're buying the games, you're playing them, you like what comes your way. But here's a fact. There's not one PlayStation game that's ever turned the world upside down.
Yeah, there is.
That's ever shut down stores of lines and lines and lines and lines. Never.
Oh,
There's
not
one.
Not like that though. But
Not like that.
there was.
Y'all are thinking hard. It ain't never happened. Let me tell you some games that done that.
Wait, family. There was a game that actually shook the world for a couple months, but as soon as they blocked the countries, it forgot the shaking just died right there.
What happened?
That could have been their game.
Which one? Come on with it.
Oh, Helldivers. That was their game. They had
It wasn't gonna shake. That didn't shake the world though. That didn't.
That shook the world
Yeah.
as much as it did because it launched on PC at the same time.
PC, right? I'm talking about on PlayStation.
Oh, on PlayStation.
Just PlayStation. They never had a game to do it. Now I'll throw some games up. Halo did it. Grand Theft Auto did it. You see what I'm saying? I'll throw some games out there. Those two games done it. Let me see. There's got to be another one. Oh, well, Call of Duty does it. There's a few games where the whole world goes nuts when they come out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about even back in the day when we would have store what we call it
midnight opening.
There you go. Midnight openings.
Oh yeah.
They're never. You know why? There ain't even a documentary of one PlayStation game that did that. There's no there's nothing. So Lou, they can have we got proof that Xbox makes great games. We can say that because there's proof. There's documents on this stuff. Now, PlayStation fans can say it too. I don't have a problem with that. Okay. I don't have a problem with them saying they got the best exclusive. That's not it. But it goes back to what Lou said. But the reality when we go and look and we dig for proof, no, you don't. You see what I'm saying? But that doesn't take away from PlayStation, okay? But PlayStation is the master of perception.
No, Famo.
Come on, Lou. You being so hard on them.
No. I'm blaming those crazy fans that go out there and try to sit there and try to convince me. I'm like, wait, dude, wait. I got my proof right here. You're not gonna convince me. Because listen, famo, listen. The true moneymaker in games, that the one that says, okay, I've whipped out an exclusive and it goes boom, it's called Nintendo. You cannot match Nintendo.
Nobody can match Nintendo.
No one can ever match Nintendo. Not only that, is the only console where I tell people, if you have it, get 2 games. If you have it, get both. I mean, get the same 2 copies. Get one graded and just hold it off over there.
Yeah, because they hold value in time.
Because they hold value in
He's
time.
He's right.
And that's the truth, because we saw the other day that a Super Mario Bros. Game sold how much? $1.6 million.
Nintendo
Nintendo
wins. Like Nintendo cannot lose.
Exactly.
Nintendo's getting Call of Duty for no reason. It's just like, oh, you want to give us Call of Duty? Fine. We're not giving you anything. We're not putting our games on PC. We're not putting our games on Xbox or PlayStation. But you guys can give us everything. They're getting Horizon. They're getting Call of Duty. They like it. It makes no sense.
No, you're right. No, Cygnus. No, you're right. Cygnus, I disagree. God of War 2018 did not do that. Zelda Breath of the Wild did that. You're correct. The Witcher 3 didn't do that. I tell you what, Elden Ring did it. Elden Ring turned the world upside down.
Yeah, it did.
It's because it was the Elden Ring made the cut. He made the cut because it was the one that
George R.R. Martin.
No, I mean, let me tell you why.
Okay.
This is what they said. It was the Demon Soul game that played the way they finally wanted all of the Demon Soul games.
But no, it's not only that. You also had George R.R. Martin, the guy from that wrote, what's it called? A guy who literally made Game of Thrones, and with all that in there, that really pumped that game up. That really did. It really did.
Zink, you're right. They do make 40-year Go games for kids. Nobody's denying that. Nobody's denying that. But they do. But Zink.
But you buy the game. No matter what, you buy the game.
That fan base is weird, bro. You know why they know that? And Larry, I'll let you talk. You know why they know that? Their party chats and their game chats are closed. Why you think that? Nintendo does not want that lawsuit. They got the weirdos. They know their fan base. You got to protect the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. So everything what Lou said and you said are facts. Facts. Go ahead, Larry.
Nintendo puts out the same games.
It has the nostalgia, man.
They have it. They have what Xbox and PlayStation don't have. They have,
Xbox could have done it. They dropped the ball with Master Chief. Listen, we got to look. There's not one adult figure in gaming history that has lasted as far as Master Chief. I told y'all the clear coat has been taken off of him. They got it. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna have to do there. They're gonna have to stop this nonsense and take it back, man. Just like how Gears of War. Did you see what happened when they put Gears of War back together the way it's supposed to be? All the old Gears of War games grew by 353%.
Yeah,
insane.
Great.
It went from nowhere on the charts to in the top 10 on Xbox. Most played games. See, people love nostalgia. I'm gonna tell you something that'll blow everybody away. Let another Ninja Gaiden game come out. Let another Castlevania game come out, and the world's gonna go upside down. There's certain games that just embody the memories because that's what it is, right? That's right.
Yeah.
The memories, the I remember this and I remember that, and you go out and you do it. You want to be a part of it.
Yeah. Master Chief Collection could have been
incredible.
They screwed it up. They screwed up.
They didn't have to put it out there with all those bugs. They just didn't have to do that.
Right.
I mean, that's the issue with nowadays with games, right? The freaking bugs.
But it was just a repolish of the old game.
Exactly. There's a repolish, but it's
and Larry has a point. This is the one thing that I loved about that collection. When they did the history in it, when you found those little portals and you hit it, dude, they were so close, wasn't they? I said this. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. We need a Gears of War anthology, bad.
Yes, man. And Marcus Phoenix collection.
Yeah, and we need a portal. People that they need to go in there. Oh, the Pendulum Wars. I love that about the Halo game. Dude, I would just go back and listen to it again and watch it wasn't just audio. It was like a little series. Microsoft, man, sometimes I don't know. I've been saying this for years. It's like you guys be right there and then I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
But that's not even just their games. They do it even with Windows. Like some of them are great and then others are just horrible.
Yeah, they be right there. The Master Chief needs that. He needs that. He's not gone by a long shot. I'm glad that they said, listen, we're going to do the campaign because they know we just wasn't happy. They know it. But Halo is so powerful in multiplayer that when they got that thing right, nobody cared. But the fact that they're going back to do this campaign, please put us on Halos. I'm talking about put us on multiple Halo rings, put us on multiple planets. I want to listen, man. I want to fight the Flood again. I want to see Atriox, man. I want to know that some of the damn Spartans aren't dead. They have it right there in the palm of their hands.
I said it before, and I'll say this again. Halo needs a reboot.
Yeah.
They need to go back, just like Gears. You all asked for it. Now you got your reboot, and you're all happy about it.
Just redo ODST.
Reboot
I love it,
that
Zink.
son of a bitch. That reboot it. And when you reboot that sucker, when you reboot it and bring back, like I even said it, I talked about it. Like I think I would talk about it with you guys, but I said it. For example, 343 needs to sit down. They need to sit down and say, okay, let me play Halo 1.
Yeah, they got to stop thinking that their
Halo
version.
3.
Yeah.
They got to play ODST. They got to
Yep.
play all the other Halos that are surround the Bungie
Yep.
Halo that was out there.
Right.
And 343 has got to make their Halo. Not the continuation of 343 of Bungie's Halo. No. They got to make their Halo, period. They got to make their own. During that time, it was okay. It was good that they continued it, okay. But at the end of the day, were we happy with that continuation? I'll tell you this much. The story with Halo 4, with Halo, for me, Halo 5 was the worst. Infinite, I was like, okay, Infinite's got some good stuff in here.
Because they saw where they messed up and they pieced it.
Exactly.
Now you go off of Infinite. Because I love the fact what Katana did, because that was the mystery. What the hell?
Yeah.
And the fact that she had already foreseen this and set it up to do what she did just to have her backup. That was, dude, to find that out,
that was awesome.
Man, that right there was just that was Jack. That's what I'm telling you.
But
they be on it sometimes. So now this next Halo, it can't mess up. Like it has the settings. We're really starting over because Master Chief has a brand new Cortana. Really, you starting over.
Start it over. Just reboot that sucker and forget about the Bungie Halo and just leave this Halo the way it is.
You're cooking right now.
You can't reboot it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't need a reboot. It needs a strong. Here's what it needs, Halo. I mean, Lou. Because they saved it. Because they saved it with Infinite. The fact, okay, I'll give you the difference. I'm a Gears of War guy, right? The first, second, third, the trilogy was flawless. Then they went to Judgment. Okay, but that was Barrett and Coltrane's story. That's still cool because it was before that story was right before E-Day. Like literally, like just like months to a couple of years as it's coming up into E-Day, right? Because E-Day started happening in that game. It was happening in that game. Because remember when they were having their sentence? Prescott was giving them their sentence, and he pulled out the Botox because he was going to execute goal. And remember the locusts come through the door, boom. Remember that? So that even though Judgment didn't get the love, I get why, but it was still a good story, right? Mm-hmm. Then we go to 4. We get 4.
Mm-hmm.
No introduction. The kids come. What the hell? Kids? We're 25 years later. Damn, Marcus Phoenix he's 55 years old now.
And
you mean to tell me Marcus Phoenix is 5 years 60 of his senior? What the hell? You got Coltrane out here trying to be Coltrane, and he needs icy hot. You're messing up. Now you got a fan base that's like, damn, man, I want to play Delta Squad, but I remember Barrett as a surfer guy. He had all that blonde hair. I want to play Barrett, but this motherfucker bald-headed. God dang it. The feeling, the essence, they didn't understand it. They didn't understand that that's a part of Gears. They made it too bright, too much lighting, too much. Gears are boorish.
And famo, don't forget, now we got Terminators running around.
Oh my! Stop!
Oh God, no!
Terminators running around. Because listen, even Halo went the damn route with the damn robots.
Yeah.
Why? Why you gotta go to the damn robots?
Then Gears of War 4 went Terminator, and it stayed Terminator. And I was like, damn it. Okay, I understood they try to put the story with Bear did that with the cog, and they were all Bear's invention. I knew the story behind it, but honestly, it didn't have a backstory. It was all made up. The coalition was making that up. So then we get to 5, and now it's about Kate. And we're like, dude, they kill off Oscar. What? Dude, you know how bad Oscar went out like that, bro. Come on, like it ain't even like you did him wrong with that. Ain't no Oscar letting no Locust walk up on him like that. He just gonna keep shooting the ball talk till they click and he grabs it. That was just Rob Ferguson was watching too many movies, bro. All right. Then you take the cigars, you take the smoking out of it, because, bro, listen. Military men go through a lot. They got a lot of trauma going on.
Especially with
if they're not smoking a cigar, if they're smoking something. That's just what it is. You're going through a lot, and then that's just the realization of it. I love the Russ Lung story. I love the cigars. I love not everybody. Dizzy, you know, what was his name? Braddock, I forgot his name. But he had a cigar. You know, everybody wasn't a smoker, you know, just because but it was there. You could feel it. You could relate to that. Right. Kate Diaz's dad was a gear. Oh, I'm glad Zink said that. I've left out one. If you cannot look me in my face and tell me you're a Gears of War fan and you did not play Gears Tactics. Let me tell y'all something as a Gears of War fan. It is very different. But let me tell you something about that story. That game story is a 10 out of 10. You learn more in that game than all of them. That game there tells some secrets about Gears of War that you didn't even know. So the fact that the Locusts were even created by the Cog blew my mind away. I said, what? The Cog? So this is all a setup that went wrong. It was a setup that went wrong. And now you got cover-ups. Now I understand why Prescott was like he was. Now I understand why Hoffman was like he was. Man, look how raw these guys were. Hoffman knew all along that Adam Phoenix was alive. All along. You find this out in Gears 3, right? It's insane. Because they knew what was on the line. And Zink, you're right. Because of tactics, they have to go and connect Kate's dad to this now. Gabe has to be connected. I said it. Because Gear Tactics is so great, you cannot ignore that. You can't ignore it. I know it's not the third-person shooter, but that game story is remarkable, and it cannot be left out. It cannot be left out. So Halo, to me, all I ever said was, listen, you got to put this wet paint. You got to get this thing gloss. You got to put some ceramic on this bad boy. Right? Because Master Chief don't deserve this. He's an icon. He's a Guinness Book World Record holder. You don't do that. You're talking about 24 years? Only Pac-Man, Mario, and Sonic can do better. Nobody's ever made a mascot with a pistol in his hand go this long. Put some respect on Master Chief's name. Get Master Chief back with that crown on his head. Get that glory back on Xbox. We need that because that's our mascot.
And that's because I see all the sync in the chat saying, Lou, you're lucky you're not on this. I'm not on this show. You don't know what Halo is. Know that 70% of 343 employees are ex-Bungie employees. Listen, that's not the point. What I'm trying to tell you is I never said that Halo Infinite was bad. No. Never said that. I said Halo Infinite actually made a better story than the fifth one and the fourth one. I did not like the fifth one and the fourth one because as soon as I saw that Halo had some freaking robots, I said, here we go. Now we're going to Destiny way. We got to take from over here and put some over here. Why in the blue hell do I need some robots in damn Halo? Oh, that's one. Then the fifth one comes out, which the story was like, I don't even know what happened. I started the story.
What happened, Lou, was they wanted to make a story about the Forerunners, which I got, but they just didn't have the right direction in it.
Exactly. But the thing with that story is I started to play the game, and all of a sudden, I look around, I lift up my leg, I fart, I walk this way, I walk that way, and I already beat the game. I was like, what the hell happened here? What's the story to
It was too easy. It was too
easy. Exactly. I was like, what the heck happened here? Now with Halo Infinite, the story got better. cool, awesome, fantastic. But okay, it's infinite. Where is the infinite going? We're stuck. Now the multiplayer, of course, the multiplayer is good. Not saying hands down. The Master Chief moves way better. Pretty cool stuff. But I'm saying is, damn, we listen. I would like a Master Chief to be as tough as a Doom motherfucker. That's how I wanted to be, and that's the truth. I wanted to be just like the Doom guy.
Yeah.
Tough,
Yeah.
SOB, ripping heads off, like in the TV series. I mean, look at Master Chief. Look how he fights. Look how he moves. We need this man to move like this and kick some ass.
Yes,
Yes.
Zink. I'm talking about in 5. I'm talking about in 5. 4
Damn.
was authentic. I said by 5, I know they wanted to keep the Forerunner story, but they even admitted it. They didn't know what direction. You felt it in the game. Like, damn, I'm constantly going back fighting the same role. It got redundant. See, Halo, what made Halo so beautiful when it was in its prime, it was well put.
Exactly. What's up,
Halo had everything. The orchestra. That's what I love about Starfield. Starfield has orchestra. You go and you go to the planets. Spartan, am I lying? You go to the planets. You hear a damn orchestra. You hear the songs, the melodies, the music. That's Microsoft. See, that's Xbox gaming.
Other things doesn't.
You want look? No,
It says Doom guy. Listen, what I mean by Doom guy, because when you see the TV series, right? When you see Master Chief up on that planet, you see those damn aliens. Oh shit, Master Chief is coming. It's just like Doom guy. Doom guy gets there, and Doom guy's like, "I'm here, bitches. What you gonna do?"
Right, but look,
yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing, Lou. Here's the thing.
I want him to be like,
you take the badass of Master Chief because he's always been a badass.
Yep.
Right. But Master Chief has never been gorish.
Oh no! I don't mean by gorish.
Right. You just talk about badass. I just want Zeke so y'all understand.
I want this guy to drop and say, "Oh shit, this man is here." Everybody go nuts. Let's go take him down.
We've never seen Master Chief get his ass whooped. We finally saw it in Infinite. Aatrox whooped his ass.
Yep.
I didn't think Master Chief could get his ass whooped like that.
See,
that was incredible. But now you know Aatrox gonna have to get his ass whooped. You can't leave our mascot like that. Yo, 117 is gonna come back and whoop some ass, man. He's gonna whoop some ass. He's got to whoop some ass. He took an ass with every great warrior takes an ass.
I feel like he's gonna rekindle with the Gravemind coming up on the next cat.
I want the Gravemind back. I've been saying it because I asked Spartan, what was that creature? Bring the Gravemind back. Bring the Flood back. These things just have to happen. They have to happen.
And their crew versus Chief and the Gravemind and against the Flood and the Aatrox and
because this is about to get bad. Because Aatrox a badass. Right, he's a badass, man. He ain't now. Aatrox bringing the gore. He's bringing the gore. He's chopping heads off. He's pulling people's hearts out, eating it and shit. He's, I'm Aatrox. He got that big deep voice, and god dang, bro. I really want to know who's the real actor for that dude, because that dude sound like he's ruthless, But we didn't have that before. I think that's good,
Yeah,
Jago said the Flood and the Flood leader will keep.
That's no. Listen, because you got a Flood coming towards you. It's different because when you have the Flood coming towards you, things change. Because these things don't think, they just want to eat you up. Same thing with Doom. When you're playing Doom, you got the Doom guy. Wherever you run around, you got all hell broken loose around you. If you stop one little second, they eat you up. That's the type of thing I want in Halo.
Skybox. That's what I want in Halo. When the opening of Halo 5 or any other, they had busy skyboxes and they were fighting in the air, fighting on land.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Fighting everywhere. They're going to come back with that. Amazing job for all the campaigns. I loved every single one of them, even if it felt, a little bit off direction. Yet Master Chief's the chief with the crew, went back and forth. Amazing dynamics, but nothing could beat the first 3, hands down. I do believe the next one, instead of making it an open world, make it a longer world per level.
I
So
got you.
feel it.
You have a point there
Shorten like
where there
that.
was nothing happening.
The game, you know, like don't make me fly
Right.
17,000 feet. Great, the GPU does its work. Xbox, you showed off your power,
No,
but give me that Halo when I walk out and I see expansive.
no, you're right. Look, even 5 had it, right?
Mhm.
If 5 was so amazing in the background, you there was times when I was playing 5 and I just had to stop and look. Like, damn, look, right? Look at all the space. They're fighting.
Phantoms and everything fighting each
What's
other.
going on? But that was always Halo.
Yeah.
Look, I never went on a ring, right? And a damn phantom craft comes and it spots you. Now you're shooting at you. You're like, damn it, man, I gotta take him out because that's Halo. You know what? You had none of that in Infinite. These are the things I'm talking about. It didn't just happen to Gears of War. This infection happened across Microsoft gaming. And I'm glad that they recognized it, because it's okay to come up with some ideas, right? It's okay. But don't take away the key elements of games that are the reason why people play in these games in the first place. The soul of the game. You know what I'm saying? That these things are the souls of the games, you know, and that's the thing. Appreciate it, Tech. These are the things that are making people say, man, they ain't hitting me right. And I think Microsoft has realized that. And I really believe deep down, seriously, I think we are about to experience one of the greatest Halo games ever made on this next campaign, bro. And Spartan knows it, because Spartan is a Halo fan. So he got me to play the multiplayer with him in the beginning. And I would make him mad. I know I would bother him. He had to settle me down, because he was like, you're right, it's pissing me off, but I'm a Halo fan, so I'm playing it because I'm a Halo fan. But everything you're saying, Legal, is right. He never denied it, but he was like, I'm going to have to be very patient, because I was pointing out everything. I was like, dude, and it just, you know, if I told him, you know what, I think I can understand you, because if you was like me with Gears, I would be protective too, because that's your baby.
Right.
You know, but I felt bad. I felt bad for the JyzalGamingTV and everybody, because it was bad. It was bad, period. We dropped an Xbox, right? Master Chief was literally, I can literally pull my Xbox box up right now. Master Chief is on that box.
That's right.
Guess what didn't happen?
Master Chief didn't show.
Didn't show up on the game, on the console. And then I'm gonna say is this. I'm glad Microsoft is where they're at now.
They're doing amazing.
You know, I've never seen a gaming platform get hated on from within. You know, one of the greatest things Microsoft ever did was pull out that documentary of the truth about Xbox.
Yeah.
If you ain't never watched that documentary, you watch it, because Xbox had to fight Windows to prove itself. Those guys, Shameless Blackley and them, had to win that. There wouldn't have been no Xbox.
Yeah.
So if Xbox beat Windows, Nintendo can't fuck with it. PlayStation can't mess with it. All the people who ever said Xbox is gonna die, bro, it's not gonna. You can't mess with it. It's here. The worst enemy of Xbox is Xbox. It's trying to do so many great things that it has failures. You know what Phil Spencer said earlier this year that I loved, or was it last year? He had an interview. No, it was last year, because Redfall. You know, when we get crucified about Redfall, Phil Spencer said one thing. He says, the one thing that I'm proud about as I'm working with Xbox, the one thing that I'm proud about, we are not afraid to take risks. Legal, Lou, Best Player, Spartan 117, Chit Chat, all my Xbox fans. The reason why you love Xbox so much is because you see how hard they push just to do something. They make games. Look, They hit high and then they hit low. They don't hit low because they make a garbage game. A lot of the times the reason why them games flop is because they trying something so new that people just don't gravitate to it. That's it. Do you know we don't need a Helldivers 2? We got Halo. We got the Grave Digger. You want to know the Grave Minder? I mean, that's Helldivers right there. The Grave Mines are coming out of the ground. The only way you can blow them up is send some hammer dons down. And in the meantime, you got to withstand the flood. We got our own damn Helldivers, bro. We don't need Helldivers. Think about it, y'all. We got hordes galore. Gears of War horde? What? Our games dominate because we have a community of devs that love to push the envelope. Look at Starfield. We got a space game where you literally go to solar systems. You don't just go to planet. You go to solar systems. Every solar system brings you a new game. There's nothing the same. Think about that. You got to know what suit to wear because on one planet, the gravity is different. You can run fast all day long. You go to another planet, the atmospheric pressure is so down, the gravity is so down, you slow. That's Microsoft gaming. Notice they had No Man's Sky. They blasphemed Starfield. Well, we've had this before. It's called No Man's Sky. Such blasphemy. Look at that. No Man's Sky ain't got nothing on Starfield, bro. You can get on No Man's Sky, get on that same ship, land on a planet, and be the same, go the same speed. You're every planet that you land on, nothing changes. Nothing, there's nothing. No real weapons, no nothing, no cross stories, no nothing. You're just a resource guy. On Starfield, not only are you a resource guy, you're a savior, you're a hero. You can be a villain. You can have relationships. You can buy a crib. Just about do anything but get a car. You can gamble. Bro, you can eat a sandwich. Come on, y'all. You can even build a crew on Starfield. Rescue people, go on wild, bizarre missions. You can go rogue. That's Xbox gaming. And people don't understand why I like Xbox. Are you serious? Hyperfang. That's why I'm a damn Xbox fan. Because they push envelopes. They push it. You got a guy like Todd Howard whose dream game was Indiana Jones because as a kid, he idolized Indiana Jones. All these years, he had a connection with Lucasfilm. We didn't know it. And he says, you know what? I'm going to bring my dream game to Xbox. But we're about to play his baby. We thinking it's Starfield. And it's an Indiana Jones game. Go figure that, y'all. We ain't playing like, Microsoft can take those punches. One thing I can say about Microsoft's Xbox brand, it sure can take some damn punches. I don't think Nintendo could make it with all the damn bad publicity Xbox gets. I don't think PlayStation sure as hell couldn't make it. You have to damn baby. PlayStation has to be babied. Any little thing, PlayStation, the news articles got to come out lying about it. There's got to be pampered. So PlayStation definitely couldn't handle no punches. But I've never seen a damn gaming brand get beat down so much and constantly keeps giving you the best in gaming. I just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Leps, I got a question for you, buddy, because I mean, since you're like the gaming, you're the guy that sits down and game. I want you to explain to me why Game Pass is so good for you. I mean, what do you love about it? Talk about it.
Little kitty, big city. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Little kitty, big city. I would not have purchased that game. A little to the left. I would not have bought that game You know, I play all these games that I don't even like. I would have never played before. So like, you have all of these these niche games that you would probably like see in the store and just overlook, and they're on Game Pass. So you're like, oh, I might as well try that out. It's included with the subscription, so why not?
You want to know something, Lep? I gotta tell you something. I've been saying that every time they ask me for Game Pass. Like, why is Game Pass so good for you? I tell them, you know why? Because all these games, example, Vampire Survivors. If you want to see Vampire Survivors, would you have played, Lep?
No.
No. I mean, you would see it out there. Oh, look at this. I ain't paying. I'm buying this. Why did I buy it? Yeah. But they didn't came to Game Pass. Look what we did. We played it. We enjoyed it. I have it on my mobile. I mean, Pamo has Brotato on his Xbox, and that was on Game Pass. I have Brotato on my cell phone. When I go to a trip, I play Brotato. That's what Game Pass does. That's why it's so magical. That's why it's so beautiful. And that's the thing that these fans don't understand. Like, when that $3 increase came by, did I get mad? Nobody likes the increase. No. I get it. No, because the value of that Game Pass, right, is still great. Right. I've seen people out there talking about the Call of Duty, but guess what? You know what I just did right now while y'all were talking? I went in there and I searched how many Call of Duty games, this Modern Warfare from 360. So now, you know how many are there? How many do you think?
I'm gonna say just Modern Warfare, or
from Modern Warfare from 360 till today.
I'm gonna say there's like at least 10. At
10?
Least, yeah.
You're a bit far. There's 18 Call of Duty games. 18 Call of Duty games. And once they drop into Game Pass, it's gonna make that thing look beautiful.
Yeah, we're supposed to get one later this month, apparently. So I was hoping that they would drop all of the Black Ops ones before Black Ops 6 came out.
Because when you sit down and you look, right? Because that's the thing that people don't see. When you sit down and you look, for example, how much are those Black Ops games right now, the price of them? Because the old Call of Duty games, the price kind of maintains. It doesn't drop that much.
Right.
But when you sum it up and you pay that $240 a deal, it's still cheaper than buying all those games.
And, you know, when they announced backwards compatibility, 360 games came up in price.
They did.
Like as soon as like that list of games came out that you'd be able to play, GameStop started increasing their prices for those used games. It's incredible.
He's right. Right. I mean, you're talking about, but this is the thing, though. This is why I go up to Sony, right? Because we all saw that Sony increased 35% of their price. They did a 35% price hike, and they said, "Hey, we're just trying to make it better for everyone," right?
Yep.
Okay. But look, the question, and this is where I'm gonna go to, because I heard the other day, right? And I agree with this man, because Paris said this, but at one point, this is where I just don't agree, right? He said something that PlayStation never wanted to be like Game Pass, they didn't want to go that route. Okay, cool. I understand that. And you're right about that, because people cannot go out there and like be toxic about the PlayStation Plus. But the thing is, I wish, and this is why I keep on saying with the fans, they got to go in there and say, hey, Sony, what y'all doing? Y'all raise the price. Give me some more value into why should I invest into this? Because you all got a competitor out here.
That's what I'm saying, Lou.
This is where we go into competition. I want you all to do something. Give me more value with this, right?
Right.
Okay. This is the situation.
Yeah.
Sony cannot do that.
Because
in order to do Game Pass, you're gonna have to have a lot of money and take a lot of loss.
Exactly.
See, Microsoft had the loss in the bag. They had that money. They said, listen, when Game Pass came out in 2017, it wasn't desirable. I did it.
Oh, yeah.
But most of those games that came out on Game Pass in 2000, I had already had.
Exactly.
And then guess what the game that was featured for Game Pass? Let's just put some respect out here. I remember it like it was yesterday. Do y'all know what the first game that they promoted for Game Pass was? Anybody?
Years.
Nope.
Or Forza Horizon 4.
Nope. Close that. Yeah, close. Now, nope.
Oh, don't tell me Crackdown 3.
Nope.
Oh,
No, that was before Crackdown 3 even came out.
Oh.
Yep.
Whew.
Y'all want to know what it is?
What it is?
Yeah.
Record, the definitive
Oh,
edition.
yeah, really cool. That was a good game, too.
That was the game that went to Game Pass, and it did very well. People playing it and realized how great it was. Even Metacritic had to go back and change the score. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
And so from that point on, I was like, man, it did have Game Pass Inc. took an L in the beginning. What I'm talking about is to even create that thing. It didn't kick off until the next year. Sarah Bond came out and told us this. It took Game Pass 1 year. And after that year is when it got to going. Because what it took, it needed games that people wanted on it.
Yep.
They started putting the games on it. And when that happened, I will never forget it. Because Sarah Bond came out and she said, look, we're gonna just keep on evolving this thing because we're seeing the numbers. And I'll never forget it. This was the numbers. She said 50% of our Xbox customers from the following year bought Game Pass. 50% of because I'm sorry. Let me say this. Game Pass was out before Ultimate. Ultimate came out a year after, right?
Right.
So the original Game Pass, 50% of that crew bought Ultimate when Ultimate came out in 2018. She said they saw that shift. So they were like, oh shit, that's a big number. Half went to Ultimate. 30%, Zinc, right? Sierra, 30% played the big title games when they started putting the first party games on there, like the Gears and stuff, right? This what got them 20%, not 10, not 15, not 5, but 20%. Watch this, y'all. Bought the games that they played.
Mm-hmm.
What did that tell them? Damn. So if they got the game in the service, so if they like it, they end up buying it. And that was 20% back then. If you did that, you're not going to cancel nothing. You're not going to cancel that. You said, oh, shit, we're going to keep going. Yep. And from 2019 and up, Game Pass has been going up then. Sony could not do a service like that and it lose like that over a year and then wait on it to blow up. Because here's the problem with Sony, with the way Game Pass is designed. You would have to drop God of War day one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Yeah, see, facts. That's what I was gonna say before I said what I said with Luke. Look, it goes back to this. See, this is what I was gonna say. That when you said this, right here, when you said that, okay, this is an Xbox fan quote right here. Game Pass is great for me because my kids can game share one game instead of me buying two new $70 multiple times throughout the year. Hey, that's it. When I saw that, that's where I was going to go with it. I can literally, that is what I was going to say tonight, Zinc, of the stupidity, okay? That's what I was going to bring up. See, because this comment right here is the reason why these dummies on Twitter X keep catching L's.
Mm-hmm.
Game Pass for $20, right? For $19.99, guess what I still can do? I can still game share with another person.
Yeah.
That's two values for the price of one. How the hell is Game Pass unattractive? What other gaming service does that?
Mm. Mm.
Me and my son benefits off of me. You see what I'm talking about?
And wait till they drop, and wait. Let's see if it comes around. Let's see if that family plan
I've always
comes
said
around.
this, Lou.
When that family plan comes around, everybody's be like, "Whoa, this is expensive," but they'll be like, "Man, but I got."
Thank you. I said that.
Yeah.
Listen, Lou. This subject has already been talked about on Direct Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what happens if Microsoft gets this family plan right? And no, I know, Zink. I know how Game Pass works. I saw the messages. Just put it like that. If you want to get a hold of me later on, you know where to find me. And I'll tell you what I've seen with my own eyes. I know exactly how it works. I can tell you. But I keep it confidential because it was a dear friend of mine who's no longer here anymore. The true story. But what was I saying? They literally, with this family plan. Yeah, look, I said this, and Cygnus might be right. It may not even happen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But when it was a thing, right? I said, look, if they do end up getting this family plan put together and make a beautiful thing out of it, right? Because let's just be honest, even back then, the family plan was ridiculous. You could put 5 people on it. Think about that. 5 people. Xbox has always been about its gamers. So we share now, right? Yeah, I think you can share 3 to 4. No, you can only share 2. It used to be 5 consoles, now 2 consoles. Okay, I get it. But Game Pass, you get Game Pass, the other person gains that too. They don't have to pay for Game Pass. So if they did all of that, packaged it all up, and they said, hey, $30, you wouldn't take that? That's where the $30 came in back in the day on it.
Yeah, that would be a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly. The problem with Sony games, here's the problem with Sony games, Zink, and here it is in a nutshell. They have no replay. They're one and dones.
Exactly.
That's why. Name me one Sony multiplayer game. There it is. Game over.
Don't forget, legal. One thing about this $3 increase, people forget. Do you realize how much it costs for infrastructures, networks? I
said that. Exactly. No? They're about to get an influx of new gamers. Mm-hmm. This thing is going to be ran off the Azure cloud.
You're going to be able to play on the
Activision cloud to Ubisoft. What are we? The thing about this is my problem. Why are people not smarter than this? What are we doing out here? Because seriously, are we just dumb out here? Is this the purpose? I'd rather go watch Lepsair play. I see now why gamers rather watch broadcast players play. You know, Sarah Bond said it. We're in an era now where gamers want to watch other gamers play.
Yeah.
It beats, and you know what? It beats reading these articles and looking at these dummies on social media. Because what are we doing out here? Everything has already been told to us. Why do we want to keep acting dumb for the sake of a console war? Like, look, I already told y'all what goes on Twitter is not a console war. They've sabotaged that word. Most of the time when people sabotage words is because they know the crowd that they're dealing with is ignorant. You can't sabotage a word around intelligent people. So the social media so-called gamer has allowed the word console war to be sabotaged. That's your fault. They're running rampant with that when that's not what's happening. What's happening on social media is called being dumb, being an idiot. Because I know people aren't this stupid. But for the sake of their brand loyalty, they want to be stupid. They want to listen to people that just want to dog out another console. Oh, yeah, because my feelings are involved. We're talking about men here. We're talking about grown-ass men running around listening to other grown-ass men because their feelings are attached. That's the weirdo state that I'm in. This is the era that I'm in. Okay. So you know what? Legal's gonna be happy with my other zincs, my Mr. Kimas, you know, my Jago sixes, my Jago sixes, my crunk ass Chris's, you know, the people I rock out with, my drawn TJs and my 30 belows, the International Xbox Podcast, my Spartan 117s, my left leg. I'd rather be about the 500 or the mighty 300. Be around some good old people, right? People who really understand gaming and people who really do gaming, than to be around a bunch of damn dummy pretenders, bro, who don't even put in the work on Xbox. The WBGs, that's right. Hyperfang. That's my boy. That's right. And you know this, Hyperfang. So forgive me if I forget about you. But you already know we family. You know this, right? I'd rather be around them, because if you're gonna do this thing called Xbox, do this thing called Xbox. You're gonna sound like this when you talk about Game Pass. You're gonna sound like that. As Xbox fans sound like that. You see what I'm saying? I know the language. Not one damn Xbox fan is mad about a damn $3 increase that he knows made sense. It just makes sense that it was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be $1. I didn't know if it was going to be $2, but I did know that increase was coming. So this is how I end on the $3 increase. You better, as an Xbox fan, I'm not talking to the pretenders or what they call pony bots. Yeah, that shit sounds so damn stupid. What they call pony bots. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the real Xbox fans. Go get your service up if you can. Stop with your Patreons. Stop with your silly ass shit. Put your money into your gaming, right? And go build your damn, put your money, invest your shit in your gaming, right? Put it in your great service called Game Pass. Get it up 3 years while you can, right, Lep? Because here's what's going to happen. In 3 years, Zink, do we actually think this damn thing is going to stay at $19.99? It could. Don't get me wrong. But, people, if it does go up again, guess what? You've been good for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then after that, because you got it on auto pay, you can maintain it, because as long as you got auto pay, all you'll do is replenish that year. It won't shrink, because they said it. They're going to go year to year after that. So you just lose a year, you get it right back. So worst comes to worst, you take it off of auto pay. You got 3 years to coast on Game Pass at $16.99.
Yep.
3 more years. Yeah, they're done stacking Game Pass. They're only going to go back to a year, because what I'm trying to tell everybody is the 3-year stack was a gift from Microsoft. It was never a mandatory situation.
Mm-hmm.
1 year plan was always the plan deal. The 3-year was a specialty that happened back then. We called it the glitch. We called it the dollar glitch. They honored it. Look how long have they honored that? Since 2018, people. Stop. You can take that fake ass bitch into somebody else. We all knew that this wasn't going to last forever. Stop. We're talking since 2018 that I was able to stack for 3 years. If you didn't do that, that's your damn fault. Don't come crying now. Listen, I've been stacked. So I've been coasting on my Game Pass. So now I need to put about another year and a half, stack it up, and I'm done. I'm going to lock myself in. I'm not going to sit up here and act like, oh, I've been having Game Pass all this time when I haven't, and I just want to come out here and bitch, because I know if I bitch about Xbox, people going to flock to me. Nah, get the hell out of here. Forza Legend was good. It's fake outrage. Just enjoy your games, honestly. Facts.
Yep.
Facts. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no real Xbox fan out here ain't stacked that damn shit. That makes sense. I have 3 years stacked, 13 months to max. Stacking is good as long as it's much better than Sony Nintendo Switch out. Look, Game Pass will always appeal, Zinc, as long as the deal makes sense. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
When the deal don't make sense no more is when it don't make sense. But you're talking $20, right? And I can game share with my child. I can game share with my spouse or my friend. Come on. There's another person who don't have to pay nothing.
If you could go out and pay $20 for a McDonald's meal for one day, you could afford $20 a month.
Pretty much, yeah.
Facts. This
If you could go buy
is
a cup of
silly
coffee
stuff.
for one day for $2 a day, 5 days a week you work.
Right. You know, you got to laugh at it. Right. It's not even, this is stupid, okay? You want to be stupid, be stupid.
I
Go
mean,
out here. You want to show me that you're a gamer? Go play Concord. Go play the Concord closed beta that y'all ain't talking. Look at Lou. Right. We're going to see just how much of a gamer y'all are with Concord.
Famo, how many games come out in a month lately? 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Let's say 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One of those games drop into Game Pass. Well, just one. Just one. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do.
Right.
But what do you prefer to pay? You prefer to pay the 70 or you prefer to pay the 20?
Right. You know what, Lou? I got your answer. Wait till Call of Duty drop. Exactly. Which one would you rather pay? The $30 Vault Edition or the $110? We will see what the gamers do.
And not only that, wait till all the Call of Duties drop.
Right.
Then we're going to see if the value's not worth it.
Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. We got
man, I can't wait till
you want to go out there.
Bandicoot cart game drops in there. When that cart game drops in, it's gonna be crazy because everybody's gonna play that cart game.
Look,
everybody's gonna play it.
If you want to go out here and spend your money on all these games, bro, knock yourself out.
I mean,
guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend my $16.99. You thought I was gonna say $19.99, didn't y'all? Nope. $16.99 for me, folks. And I'm gonna keep getting newer games while Game Pass keeps growing. Me and Lep Slayer stays at $16.99.
Yep.
Lou gonna be at $16.99. Spartan $16.99. All you gotta do is keep your Game Pass. You don't have to worry about ever seeing that $20 increase, that $20 price. You don't have to. I'm sorry, that $3 increase. Because you are already a member. You are already a veteran. They're honoring you. So take what they honor about you and make it work for you. When I heard people crying about $3, you know what it only said? You don't have Game Pass. You told on yourself. You's out here bitching because you don't have it.
Yeah.
That message wasn't for people like me because I already have it. That message wasn't for people like others. He's already stacked. It wasn't for Force Legend. Stacked. Or already has it. It wasn't for Dev Hyperfang. He has it. It wasn't for Spartan. He has it. It wasn't for Lepsler. He has it. Xbox fans have Game Pass. It wasn't about us. So the worst thing you can do is open up your mouth and let a real Xbox fan know that you're really not an Xbox fan. We only find that out when you dumbasses open y'all's mouths. It never fails. You guys got Concord and y'all ain't even out talking about it. We know why. Because Concord ended up not being the game you thought it was going to be. Y'all thought that was the Starfield version for you guys. And look what y'all got. Another PvP. Y'all deserve everything that happens to y'all because all we've been telling y'all, stand up for yourselves. Stop worrying about the damn, if somebody's going to outsell y'all, get out of that. Make your platform beautiful. Stand up. You lost Helldivers too because y'all couldn't see the fact that, hey, the PC community was having fun with your game. They were willing to pay money for y'all's game. They were making your literally making your platform money, and y'all couldn't see it. And now Helldivers 2 ain't making y'all shit. Don't wonder why you don't have no new games. Don't wonder why you still sitting around you getting shit like Astrobot. Astrobot's nothing because that's inside. Don't wonder why you getting Lego Horizon. That's inside work. You don't have anything coming. You see what I'm saying? You don't wonder that. Understand why. Some of it is y'all's fault, and then most of it is Sony's malpractices. And it's just, listen, you reap what you sow. Nothing that's ever created can get around that concept. Everything reaps what it sows. And if you do bad, you're going to reap bad. If you do good, you're going to reap good. That's the way things work. Astropod is putting Mario in check. See, I love it. I love it. The sad part about it is they're not going to take care of Astrobot like the Nintendo fans take care of Mario. That's the sad part about it. But I don't hate Astrobot. I like that comment. That's coming from a PlayStation fan, and that's how you're supposed to rep it. You're supposed to say it. There's nothing wrong with Astrobot. Go have fun with it. It is that Mario fun type game. Make it work. Show those clips. Have fun with it. But let's keep it real. Nobody bought the PlayStation 5 for Astrobot.
Right.
Nobody did that. See, when you keep it real, nobody like me would have had to say anything. See, when you make narratives, you got to live and die by. When we were talking about our Pentiments and, our little games like that, PlayStation fans said that's what y'all like. Y'all bought an Xbox Series X to play games like that. See how it works? We can all be silly. But watch this. But Legal's the kind of guy I look y'all straight in y'all face with all my seriousness, and I'm going to say just like Jim Ryan said, we're going to let these games do the talking. Y'all talked about who had games. We're going to talk about who got games. Don't get mad because Xbox gamers are going to keep talking about video games as the future keeps moving. Don't get mad. Facts. You want to be for real about Astrobot? Go ahead, Zink. Be truthful about it. That's the truth. Mario, look, the only free Mario game that ever existed was on the NES as a bundle. And let's be for real, it was never free. You just paid for it. It was in the bundle. If Astrobot is $70, it's dead. That game better not come out $70. That $70 is a curse for PlayStation now. Don't be $70 because y'all ain't buying new games. See, Cygnus, don't go against what Sony knows more than
60.
My brother. Sony's already revealed y'all. They said y'all don't buy new games.
Yep, that's true.
Them. I didn't say it. Lou didn't say it. Let didn't say it. Spark 111 didn't say it. Zink didn't say it. Hyperfang didn't say it. Sony, Mr. Totoki said it.
Even that Final Fantasy guy saying that they ain't cracking.
They didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Like, yo, we need
so
you.
Don't do that.
Final Fantasy Square said I'm out. They said I'm out. Never again. They said I'm out. Never again.
What happened to Gran Turismo? That thing shut down or what?
No, it's still up. Gran Turismo, they'll keep that. That's their game. That's their. I
don't see any support for that game for them.
It's not like it used to. No, not like it used to. But
every day Forza Horizon 5. They brought all 3 Forza Horizon games and put it in Horizon 5. getting it
Yeah,
ready.
oh
for
Yeah.
They put it on in
like they're supporting our games, man. Even no matter what shape, they're like, hey, we still have this here played. We'll fix it for you and enjoy. These guys aren't even doing that. They're banking on a PS5 Pro, which will never come out with the shambles that the company's in.
If
Like
it does, it does. They're not gonna buy it. It's gonna cost too much. Like this is the thing. I don't even put no more stock into it no more, man. It was a good run. Look, you hear from Legal, like I say all the time. I love everything about the community of gaming outside of being toxic. I'm down with all the picking. I'm down with the console wars. I'm down with the fan bases. I love it all. Just don't be toxic, right? So Legal's record going up against PlayStation. I'm 4? There's been 4 Xbox consoles. I've only beat them one time with 360. I'm 1-4. I'm good. I'm okay. Listen, PlayStation has whooped my ass. I love it. It's okay. Here's the thing. My ass ain't gonna get whooped no more. You see what I'm saying? The end of my ass whoopings has begun. Now I don't engage with the silly stuff no more because that was the path. Things, Lou, you said it tonight. Things have evolved. So last year's when I made it, I told myself, you know what? It's time for Legal to evolve. It's time for Legal to evolve. I'm okay with understanding that I'm going into a service war now.
Yep.
Nobody can sit there and tell me that Game Pass ain't the #1 service in gaming. I know y'all don't want to. You don't want to say you don't. I know it hurts because hey, you want me to stay in the console realm where Sony has been beating Microsoft. I get it, but Sony's not the #1 console. It never was. Nintendo was, and let's be honest, Nintendo is about to kick Sony's ass as the all-time console sales. It's about to obliterate PlayStation 2. So soon, I mean, all the narratives of being a PlayStation fan are about to go bye-bye. And then PlayStation fans are going to have to ask themselves, why am I a PlayStation fan soon, Zink? They're going to have to question themselves because Astrobot ain't going to do it. Rise of Ronin didn't do it. Final Fantasy Rebirth didn't do it. Right, Mr. Kima. Xbox gamers have one. We have. There's no need to be arguing with donkeys anymore. Kima, Lou, did I not say this today? Did I not say this yesterday? I don't argue with this stuff no more. Listen. I understand why I'm an Xbox gamer. I've been an Xbox gamer for 24 years. If being an Xbox fan was about being popular, then I wouldn't be one. None of us would. We know what it is. We know Xbox ain't the most popular brand. We get it. But there's a reason why we're still here with Xbox. And that reason is about to be demonstrated very soon. It's being demonstrated right now. Let's stop pretending. And that's why the industry is so mad because like I told y'all, they're all going to fail you. Soon the media is going to have to talk about Xbox, something that they don't want to do. But they're going to have to do because Xbox is the only place that where the video games are going to be at, outside of Nintendo.
But wait, fam, wait a minute. Who said they aren't talking about it? They're already talking about it no matter what. No matter what happens, they talk about it. They always talk about it no matter what. Media doesn't shut up about Xbox. I wish they didn't. I wish they talked more about Sony.
Right. Yeah, that's true. You can't. That's true. Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Show me what makes Rise of Ronin so great. They can't. They can't. Forget about us. You guys got the #1 gaming brand, right? You should be showing the whole world gaming, and y'all don't.
They ain't got shit.
You're right. That's facts.
They ain't got shit. All they got is their jibber jabber, and that's it. They got nothing else.
I'm not here to bash. PlayStation VR 2 flunk. Did we not say it was going to flunk, Zink? We didn't say this out of hatred, Lou. We didn't.
Nope.
We just knew. You can see it. I was like, bro, this ain't gonna work. Okay, it didn't work. The portal. Where's the portal at? Everybody bought it. It's just we don't have no more stock. Okay, where is it at then? That's been over a year. You didn't get no more in stock. Then we get the report. Ain't no time soon. They're not in a rush to make it. Well, no shit. No shit, right?
Yes, VR2 stuck in 600,000 units sold. Oh, cutting budgets. Oh my god.
MetaQuest beat them. You could play Xbox Game Pass on MetaQuest. So cool. 3D. Like I was mentioning the other show, Remac. All electrical taxis, robo taxis. They're gonna have Xbox Game Pass. Fortnite was at the forefront.
This is true.
Abu Dhabi Air Emirates. Why not Fire Stick or Game Pass while you're doing Starlink? Enjoy. You got, like Sarah said, Xbox is gonna be on everybody's screen. It's everywhere now. Definitely. I love it, man. Fire Stick, put it on, watch UFC, flip between Game Pass. And
I know, right?
Football.
It is what it is.
And the beauty of it is, one thing I love, Call of Duty, every UFC is being heavily marketed mobile. Download Call of Duty mobile. Download
Okay, before we go, I'm glad you said that. All right. You used the word mobile.
Yes, sir.
That was going to be the last subject, okay? Then we're going to get out of here, guys. For everybody that didn't understand why Activision was bought, Activision wasn't bought for the extensive library. It's the Western library. Don't get me wrong. Activision was the key for Microsoft to get into the mobile space. The Activision purchase was for mobile.
Yep. Candy Crush.
They got in now. Speak on left. Go ahead.
It was all about Candy Crush. Candy Crush made so much money that they absolutely wanted it. They even said it's not about Call of Duty, it's about Candy Crush.
Speak on it.
It was brought up in the lawsuit. Even they didn't really. I mean, I'm pretty sure Call of Duty was a huge factor. They just didn't want to say that during the.
You are correct. It was Candy.
He's facts. I'm letting them go. Let them eat. I know facts.
I'm pretty sure it was a huge factor, but they said that mobile was the.
I'll put it like this, Lep. You're dead on it. Here it is. Here it is, everybody. Call of Duty gives you the awareness. They need Call of Duty to bring awareness to it.
Right.
But the main reason why they bought Activision was for the mobile space.
Right.
Did
anyone even know?
Right?
Like, did anyone even know that Candy Crush was owned by Activision at that? Like, before
that's right. Dude, look, Call of Duty Mobile. Right? Okay, you got a point. In the court, right? In the filings. Microsoft was like, listen, we don't care about keeping Call of Duty on other platforms because the console platform on Call of Duty isn't where the money is at anyway.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things, it's the mobile side of Call of Duty where 600 million players are on that. Come on, hey, listen, put Call of Duty on console, PC, whatever, right there. We don't care about that. But that Call of Duty mobile ain't going. That's staying. That's Xbox. Imagine when they put Call of Duty mobile on that handheld, on that Lou, you hear me, bro? When they put Call of Duty mobile on that Xbox handheld. You see?
Yeah.
See, there now things are about to start to evolve. See? Because we do now have a handheld coming. Xbox is evolving. Switch is going to have some competition.
Yes, sir.
Third-party handhelds ain't playing with Switch. They're not playing with Switch. And the only thing, the one thing that can mess up Nintendo is emulation. You better hope. Because I can play on my ROG. I can play my Switch games on my ROG, right? I don't have to have my Switch no more. And guess what the ROG does? It plays them at a better performance. That's the thing about PC. PC knows how to invade It knows how to get things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nintendo ain't always been on top. They've had some scary moments, and I'm not going to talk about it. But Nintendo knows exactly what not to do. Nintendo basically has to, you know what's funny? Even though Nintendo's got those first-party games that just sell like hotcakes, you know Nintendo's walking on eggshells, right? Everything they do. They can't afford to mess up. They can't afford to. That's how sensitive it is over there. Mess up, man, and everything goes down. It's just everything. Xbox ain't never just sold 14 million consoles in its lifetime, ever, never. Nintendo can't say that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Wii, that what was it? The Wii U, 14 million. It was a flop. It was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? We got to understand what's going on. We're not always right about things. You know what I'm saying? But we don't say things with a malicious intent to be wrong.
Exactly.
We're men here, and if we find out we're wrong, hey man, I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm not ashamed of that because I don't have a malicious intent. But what legal and the people of Di-RRec Gaming, people that guest on the show, the chit chat community, one thing that I love about it, we don't bullshit over here. We're not here to bullshit. We're trying to bring some reason. We'll bring some reason. We get it. Like I said, hey man, you don't like it because we rep Xbox over here. That's fine. You got plenty other fucking channels to go to that pretend, or you got PlayStation, or you got Nintendo. Go there. You're not hurting us. We're family over here. We come out, man, and we do this because we want to do it. We do. Hey man, Lep's over there broadcasting. He damn sure don't give a damn. All right, you gonna catch him over there playing video games. And listen, Lep, anytime you want to come up on Di-RRec Gaming and be a part of the talking conversation, just hit us up, man. It's an honor to be around guys like you, bro.
Yep.
That's fun. Yeah.
Fun over here.
Hey, because you can calm down. I know what it is, broadcast. People don't. That's work, y'all. YouTube ain't got nothing on broadcast games. I'm streaming it, bro. You gotta listen. You can't be garbage at your gaming, man. You know, nobody wants to watch you, and you suck at gaming. Nobody's gonna watch you. You gotta perform. You gotta be on top of your game. You know, if you're gonna put that game out and play it, then you're gonna have to be playing it. You can't be garbage at it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. You know, I've used to do that. I had a good following on Mixer. When Mixer went down, man, that hurt me, man.
Man, Mixer.
I didn't want to. Yeah.
Now imagine if Xbox or Microsoft didn't get rid of Mixer.
I know, man.
They'd have MLG, Major League Gaming. They'd have all of the esports exclusively on Mixer.
He's right.
And it would have been great.
Yep.
It would have had so much viewership, especially if they kept like Ninja and everything.
Yep. It had instant. You guys, it had almost instant response. It was 2 seconds?
Yeah.
2 second response time. So really, I was basically watching you. You know, 2 seconds ain't that bad. But it was the fastest streaming ever in history.
It was great.
Right. When you on Twitch, you're like 30 seconds behind. Am I not lying? Unless they kind of improved it. What about 10 seconds now? Something like that.
Yeah, it's
Thank you, Zink.
It is improved, but
be careful, my brother. Thank you, brother.
Like it's not as good as it should be.
It's not. When you did Mixer and you did Twitch, you could see the difference instantly. You was like, damn. We just can't ever keep nothing great, y'all. I'm serious. I don't know what it is. That's my gripe about Xbox. When it has something great, it just doesn't know how to keep it. I don't know why. I don't. So that's okay. It's gone. I know. We got Twitch. Please give us a damn chat. It's always one or the other. Like, we got to stop that. If you're going to give us something, then give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Give it to us. Listen, voice command. God dang it. Okay. If you wanted to get rid of it, at least put it in the headphone. So if you have a headphone, you can still use it. You didn't have to get Alexis or something. God dang it. We got headphones. Implement it through there. I mean, there's ways around this stuff. You know, just be great, man. Xbox has always pushed the envelope. It's always done things different. So just improve on it and believe in it. Don't give up on something because it ain't working right now. Like, believe in it. You know, because there's things that I miss about my Xbox One, those features on Xbox One. I just hate that. Instant community. We had instant damn community. I've never had that. Bro, I could go into my community, right? Lou could be playing his Killer Clowns. I go check Lou out. What's Lou doing? I go over there. Guess what it's going to show me? It's going to show Lou playing right there, right where he's at. Right at the minute where he's at, playing Killer. I'm watching him. I can sit there and watch him in that little square. Oh, damn, he's playing Killer Clown. It was instant. I can go around left there. Oh, he playing State of Decay 2. God dang. I go over to the Spartan. He playing Halo. And it's really showing y'all playing. It's showing your gameplay, actual gameplay. We had that. We don't have that anymore. Don't tell me that shit's impossible. Hey, bro, stop it. We've got more. The technology gets better. It doesn't get worse. You know, don't do things that are great and don't keep them. That's my gripe with Microsoft. There's some things, boy, we just can't keep. It's ahead of its time. They do some phenomenal stuff when they do ahead of its time stuff. It's ridiculous the good stuff they come up with.
Yeah,
it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So, hey, we appreciate you, Lep. We appreciate you stopping by, man, and don't let this be the last time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Let them know where they can find you at, brother.
I am on Twitch at Lepslayer, same spelling as in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also on Twitter, same username.
Yes, sir. I put a tag to you on my post.
I saw. I retweeted it.
And I'll definitely put it in the bio when I edit and everything. I'll put your name up in there. So if they want to check you out on Twitch, man, go check him out. Mm-hmm. The guy plays all these games, man. He puts in work. He's got a good following. What's up, Rock? 88. What's up, man? Do good work, man. It's good to have met you. Yeah, man. It's a breath of fresh air. You see people still out here who are gamers, man. It's just, you know, that's me first. I rep that first, man. It's just, you know, I do the podcast and we can sit up here and talk about all this silly stuff every time something's, because that's pretty much all this is, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a mature conversation out here because what circulates the media is silly stuff.
Yeah.
That's what keeps them moving. They can't even keep it real. It's just dumb. So we come out here and we got to bird feed it again. You know, we got to try to make some sense out of all this and talk like we're gamers and, you know, talk like we're gamers, but talk like we got some sense out here. And that's a damn shame when we shouldn't even have to be worrying about that. You know, like I said, man, play what you play, enjoy what you play, showcase it, represent what you play, man. That's the bottom line at the end of the day.
Yep.
But that's about it, man. Crazy Lou.
What's up, man?
Brother, man. Let them know where they can find you at, man.
Oh, man. Simple and easy. You can find me on Twitter at Crazy Lou Gaming. And also, you can find me on Tuesdays at the Double Barrel Gaming YouTube channel and Xbox Factor Podcast. And from Mondays to Saturday, Good Morning with Crazy Louie. Very early in the morning, you can find me on there, Mondays to Saturday. And also, last but not least, the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays with Soundblow, The Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. That's where you can find the crazy one. And Lep, man, it was great hanging out with you. We got to get you to XBI one day. You got to say, Lou, bring me in.
So yeah, I'm down whenever.
All right, awesome. Tell Soundblow and tell them, hey, we got to get you on there. We got to get Legal on there. We got to get Spartan, even though Spartan is I know all Spartans fans is gonna be Halo. That's
Spartan's the guy on the couch, man. You've seen
I'm
the
a
movie
fan.
Half Baked. He's the guy on the couch, brother.
Yep.
He comes in and just sits down, brother. That's my brother right there. He be chilling.
Yep.
He's the hyper fan, man. He comes in and just chills. That's it, man. Spartan 117. Let them know where you from, man. Canada in the building.
Right here live on Di-RRec Gaming, like you said it in the cut, rolling some up and enjoying my time with y'all.
Yes, sir. Shouts to the Mighty Chit Chat community, man. Y'all know who y'all are, man. Shouts to each and every one of you. Thank y'all for y'all support. We shadow drop tonight, so don't worry about that, Rock. You got it, man. You go back and listen to it, man. We shadow drop. We just having fun with the shadow drop over here on Di-RRec Gaming. I like the shadow drop. It ain't gonna be all the time. But it's just, I know it's a Friday night. I know it gets late. People work hard. So instead of me putting the pressure on the time, I shadow drop. You guys check it out. Hopefully y'all share it. You know, get the word out, man, and we keep spreading. I appreciate all the love. Like I said, y'all know I'm not about that life, man. It's just fun here. We're just here to just talk games, man. You know, I'm not all about. I'd rather you put your money into your gaming, man. Put your money into your gaming. Legal is fine. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the generosity. I do. Don't think that I don't. I appreciate it, but it's not my desire. Y'all know that. We're over here just to have some fun, man. Well, then that's what we're all about. I just hope that y'all, when y'all come over here, man, y'all could get y'all's popcorn. Y'all could kick y'all's feet up from a long week's work, and we just come in here and kick it as a gaming community and relax and have a little fun, have a little chat, and then we get out of here. So if you like what we're about, man, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Never miss a beat on any of our shows of excitement. To all my fans out there across the world, my Xbox fans, my real gamer fans, to everybody around there that's putting work in, because I'm a fan of y'all as well. Salute, double salute. Thank y'all for all the support throughout the years on Di-RRec Gaming. We're going to keep bringing y'all these great games, these great gameplays, and these great podcasts. Y'all have a safe night tonight. Remember, always keep it gaming. Never let nobody take the extra man away from you in life. Always maintain your extra man. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody. And y'all already know we're here to bring gaming to the streets and streets back to the gaming. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.